F is for fire, who first on the whole town, used for uranium bombs, and is for no survivor when you're plankton. They're onto you, plankton. Chumbuck. Okay, I make sure I'm hearing myself loud and clear. I can definitely hear myself in the echo from this barnacle head. Alrighty then, let's get a little bit of that self-promo time, because that's what the people would like to see. Like to see me play SpongeBob on the Sonic Racing CrossWorlds. So I don't know why I'm just doing it with an accent. Hold up, gotta do a promo. Now live streaming SpongeBob in Racing CrossWorlds. Is mayonnaise an instrument? No, Patrick, mayonnaise is not an instrument. Horseradish is not an instrument either. Now live streaming SpongeBob and Patrick store in Sonic Racing CrossWorlds. Hold on, CrossWorlds. I'm back to ride on the paddy wagon. Back to stream live on Sonic Racing CrossWorlds. Sonic Racing CrossWorlds. In the Bikini Bottom. Liar, liar, pants for hire. I unfortunately still don't have the... Hold on, let me read this. Fortunately, still don't have the game. Bro, that's such a bummer. I mean, if it's going to take a while, then good luck with that. I mean, that's one of the reasons why I want to do the stream, because this is like the most anticipated DLC that I've been wanting to see. It's just SpongeBob in the game, even though they have many of other characters. Open sesame. Yeah, bro, it's like you want me to play as Patrick, but it's like, okay, we'll get to Patrick later on. It's just that I've already been playing like the SpongeBob Festival skit that's been going on, where you got Squidward, Mr. Krabs, SpongeBob, you got No Civic for Plankton, even the back in the paddy wagon, I got Sandy, Patrick, and SpongeBob, and then you got Patrick right here riding on the paddy wagon with the pickles. And I've been seeing memes online where you can just make the patties a bit more green if you want to, but look at this, guys. Once when I put SpongeBob, you hear this. That literally is just the SpongeBob music that's playing in the background in the Bikini Bottom. My most anticipated DLC is Ninja Turtles and Mega Man, and yeah, the irony of Ninja Turtles, since we've been getting some recent news about that franchise. One, RIP to that live-action Last Ronin film. Secondly, the producer of the Sonic movies is gonna work on a brand new live-action TMNT, and I know the phrases they're saying they want to quote-unquote Sonicify the franchise. What does that mean? Probably to learn their mistakes from the Michael Bay TMNT films by saying, yeah, these designs are pretty ugly. Let's be more faithful. Let's give in to more the fan service of what the fans want. Which, yes, they're still gonna do those animated TMNT. What's up, Sonic Collector Gamer? Definitely having you in the chat. Definitely gonna put on the paddy wagon. Let me just, since we're already on the online mode, how about I decide to display the lobby if anyone's interested in joining in? So if anyone's interested in joining, then feel free to look up the lobby ID right here in the click in the Bikini Bottom to race as SpongeBob and Patrick. Hold on a second, guys. I know I'm catching up with chat, but I'm just trying to get to the promos. Hey guys, so up on Dion Howdy. Yeah, funny enough, guys, I actually was trying to consider to be in this game, but you know, I can't. I don't got online, bro. I was I'm just saying, it's the reason why I got PlayStation Plus, because if you guys take a look at this, clearly I'm a PlayStation user, and the majority of Sonic fans, for some reason, are Nintendo Switch people, even though Sonic is not really a Nintendo mascot, but the majority of you are either Xbox users, Switch users, PC users, and you can definitely see these with these NPC no-names, whether they're on PlayStation or whatnot. But that's why I decided to play the lobby, just in case if anybody's interested to joining in the game. You don't need a license when you're riding on a sandwich. Which, yeah, the coincidence of SpongeBob content, just to get back on SpongeBob, this DLC dropped the same day when the first SpongeBob movie came out, back in November 19, 2004. We're getting a brand new SpongeBob movie coming out this Christmas, along with a brand new SpongeBob video game that's out right now that features David Hasselhoff. Do you think Tobey Maguire will be in Doomsday? I won't believe it until I see it. And what I mean is, those pictures, all these things, and it's like, bro, AI's been going wild where anything can just like make an AI of seeing, I don't know, Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man just eating French fries at McDonald's or something. So I think I'm very 50-50 on it. Part of me believes it, but part of me's like, I feel like they're just doing that just to get clickbait and get fans excited. So might go see the new movie in theaters. Well, Lesnar, since you are watching the movie, I mean, Sponge Out of Water literally came out in 2015. Sponge on the Run was supposed to come out, but then COVID became like a big deal, and that's why that movie didn't exist. But since the fourth movie's out in theaters, I mean, what other movies could kids and families would want to watch? Because obviously, kids are not going to care about Avatar 3, and they're not going to... It's either that or the new movie. Anyway, let me just read this. I never would have thought my favorite video game character, favorite cartoon character would have been the same game together, but here we are. Yeah, you could thank Viacom, Paramount, and Nickelodeon just for making that into a reality, which I will be honest, guys, ever since Paramount is still making more SpongeBob movies, and the fact they got the rights of Sonic in the movies, and the fact that Nickelodeon promotes the Sonic movies, including some of the TV shows like Prime and Knuckles, I had a feeling that I'm like, yeah, I felt like it was inevitable for SpongeBob and Sonic to have a crossover, especially since they sort of did at the Nickelodeon Super Bowl, so it is what it is. Feel free to be in the chat or join in the game with me. Hold on, just making sure everything's all good to go. Anyway, let me just catch up with the chat real quick. Sponge on the Run was released in Canada, but Nick has the US right now. It kind of reminds me of the whole Grinch. Today's March 14th. Wait, that's not right. It should say the day that crashed fries. I will be honest, it's kind of a bummer that Plankton's not playable, which I honestly think it would be funny for like Plankton to ride on the paddy wagon or something, but you know, the only characters that gets cameos in the DLC is just Squidward and Plankton, which I know SpongeBob and Patrick are like, you know, the two main fan favorite characters, but at the exact same time, you know, I think it would have been nice to have like other characters, because you're telling me, hold on, let me just get to the character selection. It's only just SpongeBob and Patrick. Well, Minecraft gets like 3 different characters, and then you got these 3 Sega characters that obviously fans like Miku, some fans like Joker for Persona 5. I don't think anyone really cares about Yakuza, but for Minecraft and SpongeBob, they at least have a familiar audience. So without further ado, before I get started, let me just get to the lobby just in case if any of you guys want to join in or not. That's entirely up to you. In the meantime, I'm just going to catch up on reading, and thirdly, just to make sure everything's all the sound. And yeah, on the topic of this, I see that Devin Mack, aka the voice of, who voiced Sonic from Sonic Prime, literally is streaming the SpongeBob game. Hey Devin, if you're watching this, let's collab. Yeah, I see Devin's currently doing the Sonic Prime, the Sonic Racing CrossWorlds collab that he's playing SpongeBob, since, you know, Devin Mack has his own YouTube channel. And yeah, I'm seeing me. I'm definitely seeing me in the live stream. But don't worry, guys, I'll add like a thumbnail like very soon. The only thing I'm just really disappointed is, there's no voiceover lines, because I will admit, it is very off to like not think of SpongeBob and Patrick's voice coming out of their mouths, but I understand that licensing could be very expensive. Secondly, the whole Nickelodeon and Sega deals would have been like more into fruition, because technically the only character that can quote-unquote speak is Miku for some reason. But other than that, we could just continue on just to do, continue what we have to do. Let me just take a look right here. Also, what do you think of my profile picture? Pretty nice. Kane Scarlet Spider. Since you do have a habit of changing pictures to like Spider-Man characters, no matter if it's Venom or Iron Spider. Seems pretty cool, dude. Let me just put on SpongeBob music. SpongeBob does speak. Yeah. I'll show you in a second. This is the proof. Like, yeah, no voice lines. You get the Bikini Bottom most, but you don't hear a, I'm ready. Not that, and then no Patrick. Oh yeah, time to race. But yeah, I guess, you know, Sega just agreed that they can use the characters, but for licensing issues, they cannot get Tom Kenny or Bill Fagerbaki just to do the voice. I'm like, man, that honestly would have been cool, though. So yeah, that's the hint right there. Big missed opportunity, but, you know, it is what it is, guys. So let's, once again, guys, this will be the last time, and then we just have move on to go. Let me read this. If you can't afford Tom Kenny, the rest want doing a pressure to do cheaper, maybe even for free. I don't think Nickelodeon would be fine with that, or else they probably wouldn't get in trouble if they can't find anyone else to get in. What the hell's all the point of the DLC characters if they don't talk? This gets me worried that Neo Metal won't talk. No. I don't think he's ever going to talk at all. Hey, who just joined in? Who's there? Show yourself. Hold on. Gotta check the display current lobby ID. What's up, y'all? Alright, I can definitely see somebody as Sonic is joining in. Congratulations for who's joining in. Oh, okay. Sonic the G Fuse, Sonic 06. Good to know that you're tagging along. It's a good thing I'm doing this at the last minute before we get to the train on moving. Ocean Man, let's see. Take me by the hand, leaping to the land. Just gonna copy and paste this in case if somebody else is wondering like what's going on. It's like, hey, what are you doing, Daniel? I'm streaming SpongeBob into this new video game, okay? So yeah, this game thinks ready. Hi, hello, what's up? Or in this case, in the words of normal SpongeBob, hi, how are you? Bro, chill. Okay, got it. Got the title right here. Okay, am I the only one who wants the Switch too? I mean, there's probably other people that actually has the Switch, like, you know, already just for the sake of, yeah, go get Mario Kart World, even though this game is not going to last long compared to Sonic Racing CrossWorlds. So, let me see this. Gotta put in the link just to promote. Just in case if there's any other NPC people that wants to jump in, be like, yeah, let me jump into this game, because to my surprise, guys, there's not a lot of people that tags along with me by saying, hey, let's go play Sonic Racing CrossWorlds. So yeah, I got the link, got things ready for one last hurrah. This is going to be very limited, guys. Krabs, is this the red sweaty guy you're looking for? I want the Switch too, but I'd rather be financially responsible. Good move. So let me just switch from right here, play Ocean Man without copyright. Hold on a second, guys. I don't have octopus arms where I could just move multiple things at the same time. So, Switch 2 is unnecessary if you already have the first one. Exactly. It's like, bro, like, when the PS6 comes out in, like, what, 2035, like, after GTA 6, what's the point of, like, affording a brand new console if it's just the same thing? Like, you want to know what the Nintendo Switch 2s remind me of? The joke in the first SpongeBob movie where Mr. Krabs makes the Krusty Krab 2, and you know the meme, hello, I like money. What's the purpose? You want to make the Krusty Krab 2? Money. That's literally what Nintendo does. I like money. Make a second console, just put a 2 on it. So let me just continue on. Now streaming SpongeBob in Sonic Racing CrossWorlds, which I am aware they're doing the whole Burger King collab for the upcoming movie, since they used to do that back in the day where I used to collect all the toys. Literally. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why any meme that goes in the context of corporate cynicism always ties in with Mr. Krabs. But anyway, don't want to wait any time longer. Let me just continue on. Alright, here we go. See that you're ready to go. Let's start the festival right now. Go ahead, take a bow. Okay, we got SpongeBob and Sonic the Hedgehog all teaming up once again. Even though this is like not only their first time, but definitely being a video game together. Because I will say, if this was my younger self, I'd be like, yay, Sonic, SpongeBob in a game together. Mom, Dad, can I use all the money from this game? But luckily I was in already. Still no pickles. And speaking of Krabby Patties, guys, take a look at this. Wait for it. Okay, Team Squidward. Look, pretty patties. Like, literally, the SpongeBob patty wagon's literally the pretty patties. I honestly think it's pretty funny. I think someone just actually made a meme where, Green, honestly never been a SpongeBob fan. What? How could you not be a fan of SpongeBob at all? Where it's literally one of the most iconic cartoons of all time, you uncultured swine. I'm just kidding, bro, but still, how dare you not be a fan of SpongeBob? That's literally my thoughts, like, what? How could you not? It's, like, literally one of the most funniest cartoons nowadays. Is it being milked too much like Nickelodeon? I mean, yeah, same goes for The Simpsons where it's being milked along. Then why are you here? That's what I was gonna say, like, look, I'm not trying to sound rude. If you're not a fan of, like, the event, like, not liking Minecraft or SpongeBob, then I'm sorry, bro. This is not... Yeah, I was gonna say this, like, you're not the target audience if you're not, like, a fan of this, so, you know. But still, that's what I'm just trying to say. Alright, catch you later. But yeah, are we doing Bikini Bottom? Sorry, guys, I got distracted. I don't think we are. If we aren't, because I'm like, come on, it's SpongeBob, y'all. Okay, bro, no Bikini Bottom. SpongeBob is the go. I mean, literally, if you put like a Mount Rushmore of iconic cartoon characters, you got Mickey Mouse, Bugs Bunny from Looney Tunes, SpongeBob SquarePants, and Scooby-Doo. That's the Mount Rushmore that any generation can enjoy, whether it's what. Oh yeah, he burned my shake. He burned my Krabby Patty. He burned my fries. He burned my milkshake. Because I know, since we're doing SpongeBob, guys, I know we're going to quote anything that's related to the cartoon or the first movie. Because, you know, it's iconic. Because I want to be here, just clarify, I'm just like SpongeBob stuff, but just not big into that. Well, it's nice to know to still support the channel, but that being said, bro, how could he not, bro? How about Popeye? I can't sadly say, I mean, Popeye's one of the classics, and you know, Popeye's been like a big influence to SpongeBob. I mean, that's literally Tom Kenny's favorite voice actor, but let's be honest, Popeye is old school where your grandparents would enjoy it, but do kids nowadays know who Popeye is? Technically not, so I won't count Popeye. The reason why I put Mickey Mouse, Bugs Bunny, SpongeBob, Scooby-Doo, everybody knows who they are, because we are invincible! Woohoo! Never said that. Crap, they don't even put Mindy. Sorry, Patrick! Anyway, let's just move on, because I noticed that we're on the blue patty with Team Squidward. Okay, go, 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 go. What's up, bro? I thought I just said Digital Circus. You're looking at the brat who grew up on Tom's Tank Edge and Nick Jr. You're like, bro, that's just basically the basic preschool stuff. So, I mean, I don't know if you're like one of those like kids that a parent's like, don't watch SpongeBob, it's too stupid. Hey, who blew this bubble? You know the rules. All boy babies don't know how to read them out. Now everybody light up. I'm surprised that the guy who voiced that dude at the Salty Splatoon type of ship in the first movie is Biff from Back to the Future. And I also noticed he voiced the Strangler, which I thought that was a comedy gold episode. Let's move on ahead. And what the heck is going on? I hate it when people interrupt me at the worst time. It's like, yo, I'm streaming. That's why I have to promote my crap. Just be like, hey, I'm busy streaming, playing with some fans, trying to make the content grow. Come on, Blue Pretty Patty, do it! Once again, it would have been funny if that's, like, green. If that's the case, whee! No, so, bro, I thought it was gonna be Patrick. Hey, mister, does this hat take 10 gallons? No. What's that one episode when Mr. Krabs going, sir, I'll give you $1 million for that hat! SpongeBob! And guys, since you know SpongeBob is racing in the game, you want to know this reminds me of that one episode where Mrs. Puff is like being upset that SpongeBob will mostly get the license, and his name is SpongeBob SquarePants, and then he just starts running over people. As a matter of fact, how come Mrs. Puff is not making a cameo when it comes to this game? That would have been funny. Here we go. Okay, welcome to the Salty Splatoon. How tough are you? Only the baddest can get in. You are a weenie. Weenie hot general. I'm ready. La, la, la. Yeah, you get it. Because, bro, I've been seeing memes lately because of this game. Patrick, your jeans are showing. Speaking of Patrick, I bet you guys want me to switch to Patrick because, you know, firmly grasp it. But yeah, let me just move on. Let me just catch this in the chat because I'm surprised that's being very, very active. Second place, that ain't bad. Anyway, I slam into a wall at the near end. Well, would have been sticking to the cartoon logics. Anyway, it's nice to know that we got the blue dabba-dee-dabba-die. And yeah, guys, I already completed the festival off stream because I was like, let me just locked in, get every SpongeBob sticker, and then firmly grasp it. Yeah, that's what I meant to say. Speaking of SpongeBob, let me just switch from SpongeBob to Patrick because, you know, Patrick is like one of the OGs. Yeah, he has his own TV show, and let's not forget one of the more recent meme-worthy moments of the things are gonna get crazy. Let's not forget about that. So yeah, let's switch on to My Name's Not Rick. Let me guess, it's the other user that decided to join the game, decided to call it quits. No, I see you. Alright, let's get to Patrick, and I like to I forgot we actually have these emotes, and I forgot to show you guys. I actually got the alarm clock horn. It's about to pop up in a second. Alright, nice to know, Sonic Gifu, Sonic 06, because yeah, nice to know that you got the Sonic Adventure pose. Come on, just hurry up so then we can choose our pretty patties and I can do the iconic air horn that usually plays for every SpongeBob's alarm clock. What do you say, Texas Dumb? Hey, Patrick, what am I? Stupid? Hey, fitting, because I am playing as Patrick. What? Okay, this is so uncanny, guys. You got SpongeBob, Patrick, Sonic, and Shadow literally all together. So, let's continue on. Yeah, there we go, the alarm clock. Hey, guys. Here we go. They actually like this team. You got two of the Hedgehogs and you got SpongeBob and Patrick. Never I would have seen the day where I see Shadow the Hedgehog racing against Patrick Star, which is so unbelievable. Anyway, let me catch up. Chocolate? Did you say chocolate? Chocolate! Chocolate! Finally! I've been searching for you boys all day, and I have something to say. I'd like to buy all your chocolate. Every SpongeBob thing I've seen is the first 3 episodes, the last season 12 episode, part of the first movie. You've never saw the first... Bah! What have you been missing on? Third movie, let me guess, because, you know, Keanu Reeves is a talking sage. Episode where Squidward eats a Krabby Patty, the episode with the candy bar meme. Yeah, the chocolate. But, bro, you've never saw the first movie? I mean, since the first movie literally came out 20 years ago, not only the first movie, I mean, we can all agree that the first SpongeBob movie is easily the best one, which everyone has their preference for. People like the second one, people didn't like the third one. People are still... I know the fan base of SpongeBob is being very 50-50 for the first one. Thank you for your Patreon. Yeah, where Patrick decided to poop out a Hershey's Kiss and just go over that. Anchovies. Meep. Just go right ahead. Look at me, I'm fine, SpongeBob. I don't know, where sometimes I do the scream, I go so... Now you're talking. Waiter!
Aw, chocolate. I remember the first sweet chocolate. I always hated it, but these chocolates are not for eating.
You rub it on your skin and live forever.
Come on, you old kook, start cooking.
Cooking? I want to do some cooking. I definitely love that. What's that one episode where SpongeBob deals with this one boy who's like, I'm gonna kick your butt, and then, Dad, what did I talk to you about talking to strangers? Now he's gonna kick my butt! Help me, he's gonna kick my butt! I was like, oh, so you like kicking butts, do ya? Oh, show you, old man, I like the young people. That's still comedy gold when it comes to the classic, and then basically the bully starts punching SpongeBob where he goes, and there's nothing like this rubber ducky voice. Kiki, I want to do some kiki. My name's not Rick. I was gonna eat that. Yeah, digital circuit again. Yeah, from the freaking Shadow the Hedgehog level. You definitely make a birthday party for me. Thank you for the best friend's day ever! The inner machinations of my mind are an enigma, and then nothing but spilled soiled milk. And then this one iconic meme where Patrick's taking down the heart at Glove Rule. I defy you, Heartman! Come on, SpongeBob, we're about to race against over the blue kitty and the black and red kitty! Oh yeah, evil! Yeah, I mean, you know, you honestly know what would have been cool if they would have, like, extra skins. Like, you know when the Sonic characters have AI skins? It would be nice if SpongeBob and Patrick has, like, Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy type of skins. What did SpongeBob say? Hey, you want me to see right over there? Want me to see do it again? And then Patrick decided to stretch himself like he's Mr. Fantastic. 4! I'll save you, Quickster! Because literally, that SpongeBob episode is kind of like a parody of Fantastic Four in the way. I just noticed, like, how many times we have to teach you this lesson, old man?
I love these young peoples.
I like the fact there's, like, so many different Old Man Jenkins, different King Neptunes, like, throughout the canon of the SpongeBob lore. You know what I mean? Hey, I win! Hey! Yeah, I play 3 all Nickelodeon kart racing games. I mean, I would say this, even though it's only just SpongeBob and Patrick for now, at least this kind of gives me that nostalgia vibe of Nickelodeon karts, and I'm not referring to the console games like back in the day where we used to have Nickelodeon kart racing games like at the arcade. Since, you know, even though, yes, SpongeBob is like the most iconic Nickelodeon show that's keeping Nickelodeon alive throughout the better or the worse, but at least we're going to get like more Nickelodeon properties from TMNT and Avatar. Just don't include No Loud House, that's all I'm going to say. But anyway, let me just see. Oh yeah, funny enough, that actually was like my favorite episode. No. I think that was the first episode that got me into SpongeBob with, oh, spiders! Spiders! Anyway, let me just read another one. Someone should put you in a box floating down the river, Grandma! Yeah, replied to was just roasting that by saying, hey, you can't talk to my son like that. Hey, you can't talk to my wife. You can't talk to my grandson like that. And then Plankton was messing with his kids like, does it come with raspberry? No. Blueberry? Raspberry? Anyway, let me read these. These arcade games were good. I think SpongeBob lost its continuity, especially with Camp Coral. But Camp Coral was basically confirmed to be like a separate canon where it's not like the same thing. I mean, a part of me was like, why the third movie wasn't that good. I mean, aside from the Keanu Reeves cameo, which I thought that was pretty funny. But I feel like the Camp Coral stuff in that movie was unnecessary because it was meant to set up a whole different canon from a TV show that was only exists for Paramount Plus. But you know, it is what it is. But like I said, it's not technically canon. It's just like in an alternate universe sense. They just confirm it from one clip where Sandy Cheeks just sees it from the main SpongeBob dimension. Anyway, once I potentially play Mario Kart and some Sonic Racing CrossWorlds, I want to do a video of my favorite racing games. Alrighty then, cool to know, broski. Squidward again. Hey, I just noticed that SpongeBob's an overboard. I think they made Camp Coral episodes canon from the original show. Gotta catch up with that. You think this is funny? In some kind of sick way. Well, in a cosmic sort of way, yes. Oh my goodness! Squidward! And yeah, I just noticed there's a lot of Patricks next to Tails, so I'm like, well, it makes sense, but we're technically Team Squidward where you got SpongeBob. Yeah, let me just add the air horn. Wumbo, you Wumbo, he, she, we Wumbo. Come on, guys, please use Bikini Bottom. If not, then just use the camp one. Roxy, it's okay, girly. Don't have to cry. Okay, close enough. I mean, it's not Bikini Bottom, but still close enough to the SpongeBob-ish aesthetics. I mean, what is Coral Town based on? You want to know what they could have done from the Bikini Bottom version? Oh, brother, this guy stinks! Yo, I didn't know SpongeBob and Patrick dropped the game already. Yeah, they actually did on November 19th, the same day when the first SpongeBob movie came out 21 years ago. And secondly, I mean, it's literally been out on YouTube and everything else. I mean, the event already started like yesterday, but I was kind of like late behind. So I'm like, you know what? Let me decide to do this my way and do like a 2-hour gaming stream to hang out with the peeps. Since most likely, because I know there's going to be other DLCs. Oh no, I'm loose behind. Gee, Squidward, maybe Sam will bring you a dictionary to understand what you just said. Hey, where's your sleigh and your where's your reindeer and your flying machine? Let's not forget, in the Christmas special, the very first one is where Patchy the pirate decided to pull Potty the parrot, and then his puppeteer falls out. I'm like, why you infernal bird, Potty? Where'd you ate all the cookie dough? Ouch. Well, on with the show. So yeah, moving on. I mean, like I said, this is not SpongeBob related, but it still kind of fits the whole Coral vibes. Oh, barnacles. That one episode where SpongeBob and Pearl decide to, like, you know, pinkify the Krusty Krab. How about the Kissy Crab, the Candy Crab, how about the Cowboy Crab, the Curly Crab, the Creepy Crab, the Killer Crab, the Cuddly Crab? Okay, do we have to wear pickle jars? Oh, the lid, freeze! You're on fire! Oh, it burns! I broke it! I haven't won an award! Wait, guys, I'm playing as Patrick and we still haven't noticed is this the Krusty Krab? No, this is Patrick! No! This is Patrick! Let me teach you how to do the sponge. Well, you stick your leg and you stick it in the air. And that's what doing the sponge. And do the SpongeBob and do the sponge. And doing the sponge. Say, knock down the fox boy, take it down. It's a giraffe! And now that we just went by the T-Rex, this kind of reminds me of the whole caveman episode where Squidward decided to time travel, where I'm all alone. Where's the time machine? I miss Bikini Bottom. I miss SpongeBob. Because I know Squidward only makes like a quick cameo in the Bikini Bottom level, which kind of disappointed that this festival thing is not allowing us to go to Bikini Bottom, because I'm like, bro, I need to get at least SpongeBob and Patrick to be playing in the Bikini Bottom setting, because, you know, that's the main point of this festival and this gameplay. That's overall the pretty much point. Hey, twinkle, Patrick, star, pointy, pointy, pointy. Yeah, on to the blue pretty patty. Purple is my favorite color! Hey, what's a dog? Like I said, this is so ironic to see blue patties. It just reminds me of the Pretty Patties episode. Pretty Patties, Pretty Patties. Okay, let's see. Oh, are we in first place? Hey, not bad. Thank you, SpongeBob, Sonic, and Sage. I mean, kind of ironic because I just recently finished playing Frontiers from the DLC. Anyway, let me see this. The people end up hating the new SpongeBob movie. At least we gotta give credit for Mark Hamill because he's the perfect cast for Flying Dutchman, which I do. I mean, it's part of the tradition for like every SpongeBob movie to have at least one celebrity being a part of it. Like the first movie had multiple celebrities. We have David Hasselhoff, we have Alec Baldwin, sexy Scarlett Johansson, and the dude from the live-action Grinch movie that was King Neptune in that film. The second movie we got Puss in Boots, which is Antonio Banderas, and then the third movie we got Keanu Reeves, Snoop Dogg, and Danny Trejo. And then the fourth movie we got Mark Hamill, which obviously Mark Hamill has voice acted in SpongeBob before. He was like the Moth, which was like a villain from Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy. So Mark Hamill has been a part of the SpongeBob franchise before. And yeah, he is a pretty good choice for the Flying Dutchman. Just like, you know, if casuals don't know who he is, like, yeah, Mom, Dad, he plays Luke Skywalker in Star Wars. But yeah, I've been playing Patrick. Let's get back to Cheesehead, what was it? Cheesehead SquarePants, Cheesehead String Boy. Anyway, let me just get back to the point. But I will be honest, guys, what the heck is with the Ice Spice song? Big guy's like, look, I get it because maybe it's because Ice Spice is a fan. I mean, who isn't a fan of SpongeBob? But bro, I will admit, that song's a little bit too inappropriate for like the younger viewers. Yeah, bro, that song, I don't know what they were thinking, but, you know, it's not going to top the first two movie songs, because obviously first movie gave us Goofy Goober and all the songs they put. Maybe I'm just a kid. And let's not forget the meme-worthy moment from the second movie. Yeah, squeeze me till I drop. Down, 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 down. Yeah, here we go now. I mean, yeah, the second movie may not be as good as the first one, but the second movie definitely had those good moments where Plankton was the SpongeBob's dream head. The live-action CGI moments was pretty awesome where they get to fight evil Puss in Boots as a pirate, and I just think it's pretty funny when Plankton is basically just saying like, that ain't good. Bikini Bottom, Bikini Bottom, Bikini Bottom. Yay, finally! It's about time that we finally get this in the stream, so let's just move on to I'm Goofy Goober. See, there's Squidward. Hate Spice, Ice Spice, she's not hot. I mean, I don't know what they were thinking, but, you know, I guess they just want to give her a paycheck, but it's like, bro, Ice Spice, you're not, like, in the same level as, like, Aerosmith or any of the music artists that collab with SpongeBob before. Honestly, take back everything what you say about Pink when she did that Scurvy song for the True for Square special. It's like, bro, I can't take it anymore. Like, what's next? Are we going to get Megan Thee Stallion for SpongeBob Movie 5? Please do not make that happen. But yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of the new song that they put. I would prefer artists like Post Malone. Yeah. I mean, Post Malone did the song for like the Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers movie, and he actually did a good job. I mean, that's what I'm gonna say. If you're gonna choose like a modern artist, but that's what I'm gonna say. Paramount, be wise with like some music artists, because look, I let Jelly Roll slide for Sonic 3 because I'm like, yeah, I think the song's actually pretty good. Check a double dose of the rap 4x4. Yeah, I can't even read the rest. Hold on, hear me out. Green Day for the next one. I mean, to be fair, Green Day did the first Simpsons movie around the time where they literally made a cameo for the Simpsons, but that's only if, like, Green Day is, like, still relevant for, like, most of the audience. But I feel like Paramount's more open to, like, oh, who's the most popular music artist of this day? Because I remember they brought back the Flaming List for the third movie. I know they did one for the first film of SpongeBob, Leandro. Ice Spice being the... Yeah, it is 100% a studio decision. It's not like, hey, Ice Spice, you like SpongeBob? Yeah, I like SpongeBob. I'm going to talk about how much of a big fat booty they got. So, yeah, I felt like it was just for the sake of cash grabbing and sell Ice Spice fans by saying, hey, yo, Ice Spice fans, go see the new SpongeBob movie with a new song hit. It's definitely one of those sentence enhancers. Whoa, we too firm here. Whip up those fries because I sure am hungry. Help, help, my leg. Can't you see we're close? Here we go. Gotta go a little faster. Go SpongeBob, go SpongeBob. SpongeBob movie song with Post Malone would go so hard. I mean, yeah, given the fact it's the same bro that gave us Sunflower from the first Spider-Verse movie, and he actually did a pretty decent cover of the Chip and Dale's Rescue Rangers theme song, honestly, that would have preferred Post Malone than Ice Spice any day. But yeah, honestly would have been way better for, like, in that reference. There's Plankton with the giant plankton ball from the second movie from Sponge Out of Water. Woo! Jellyfish jelly on the floor. For some reason, this kind of gave me flashbacks of the Universal Nickelodeon ride where Jimmy Neutron and Carl Weezer went to Bikini Bottom, and then SpongeBob confused Jimmy Neutron's new attraction. So specific, my leg! I saw the episode where the dude's legs in love. Oh yeah, that's where Fred, because, you know, that's literally his character's name. Literally, that's like the most iconic catchphrase where they literally drag on the joke where he goes, my leg! My torso! Fred's leg! Your leg! And there we go. And what do you know, Squidward's house has been plummeted around. Literally see the chum bucket and Sandy's tree dome.
I need it!
So yeah, so far so good. Let me just catch up with the chat. iSpy did say in an interview her fictional crush was SpongeBob. Hey yo, I mean, I know SpongeBob has a way to pick up with the ladies just because with the hey. Anyway, let me just read on. Also, iSpy confirmed she had a crush. Bro, I was gonna say, look, I get it. She's just one of those big booty chicks, you know, but still, I gotta take it easy with SpongeBob. All for one and one for all. I like that episode. It's such a classic. Arg, he's trying to say land arg. For now on, only the captain says arg. I'm almost close of getting like all the tickets. But like I said, I don't need to worry about like getting all the tickets because I'm already like locking in when it comes to this game. But no, that's no good.
You like Krabby Patties, don't you, Squidward? It's good for your soul.
I have no soul. Okay, 36 minutes. Oh, I'm actually surprised that's been going on this well. So, because usually I would only do it like 2 hours, and then Squidward just eats Krabby Patties. I'm gonna head out. You have a good day. Man, no problem, bro. I guess you gotta leave the main menu. It's a good thing that you decided to join in with your cool Sonic Adventure game. But, so long. Let me see your username, Sonic the G-Fuse, Sonic 6. Catch you later next time, as long as you can get out from the game, because I gotta move on and continue with the rest. Because I'm thinking of like either like changing the paddy wagon or just go to like one of those Extreme Gear hoverboards. You get guys what I'm saying? Because I literally saw one that's kind of like a surfboard, which I'm like, hey, that kind of makes sense with SpongeBob. Anyway, let me see. Paramount, who don't know anything about SpongeBob, it's just for kids, but then Paramount hiring a music artist that's used for cursing her songs and twerking. Let's not forget about that. Say my name, Karen. Went from Ween to Pharrell to Weezer to Ice Spice. Oh yeah, I forgot that Weezer was a part of the third SpongeBob movie, which, you know, guys, I am a huge Weezer fan, and I actually went to one of their concerts, which, yeah, I think Weezer did a song for the Bikini Bottom. It's good in Bikini Bottom. And then basically Weezer's cover of Take On Me literally played at the end of the third movie of Take On Me, which I thought that was nice. Anyway, left the game because I didn't see a cancel button. Yeah, that's fine, bro. The best SpongeBob thing I seen is where Wayne Daffy Duck's from the Wet episode. Yeah, the Gibby part where SpongeBob's being used as a real sponge, but only Wayne Daffy Duck fans will get it. 4 hippie pies of freshly ground plankton? Or that one episode where Plankton's cousin came all around and he goes, all right, I get it. Or what's another funny one I also want to bring up is you planted grass? Grass! Where he honestly looks like a horse. A horse is a course, a course, a course. So knows the fame is Mr. Plankton. Like I said, I wish Plankton was a playable character, which once again, we only just get a cameo of him in the Plankton plot from the second movie, but still, that one was so funny. But yeah, it's crazy that I just recently played Frontiers not too long ago just to complete the final DLC. You took my only food. Now I'm gonna starve. Which, yes, that's an iconic meme moment. Which, let's not forget from the same episode, we stole a balloon. Well, if you can't do the crime, then you didn't pay the crime. Okay, time's up. Now get out. But we stole a balloon. Yeah, on Free Balloon Day. Who's the real Dirty Dan? Oh, I am. I'm Dirty Dan. All right, Pinhead, your time is up. We call Pinhead. Do you remember people Squidward freaking twerk on the show? Well, for Squidward, at least that's funny because, you know, we just never expect that. Like Squidward's trying to do The Boys Who Cry with Pearl's birthday. Hello, ladies. With my kiss, you go fly, goodbye when I cry. Or that one episode where SpongeBob decided to use like a Squidward puppet and just do like a mini Squidward thinking like SpongeBob's like a ventriloquist, and then Squidward's like, everybody dance, these are my moves. He stole my jokes, he stole my job. Which, yeah, the one thing I will agree is that one iconic meme is like, yeah, as a kid you can relate to SpongeBob, but when you grow up you can relate to Squidward. Which, yeah, just like Squidward, we do have some grumpy neighbors. Yeah, Squidward. Yeah, Squidward. Hello, Squidward. It's me, Mini Squidward. Or that one episode where Patrick is trying to like get over the clam, where the clam's just not crying over the peanuts, and then Patrick's like, I can almost taste it. Where Patrick's literally eating a SpongeBob popsicle. I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like it was kind of like an inspiration of the real life SpongeBob popsicles, which I will be honest with you guys, I love that SpongeBob popsicle a lot when I was a kid. Every time I go to elementary school, I'm like, Grandma, Mom, I want to get the new SpongeBob popsicle. And I'm kind of disappointed that the recent SpongeBob popsicles has no gumball eyes. It's like, bro, the gumball eyes is what makes the popsicle iconic in the first place. It's the best day ever. Always nostalgia that makes my tear eye. I will be honest, I am going to give a shout to the SpongeBob musical, y'all, which, yes, I'm actually one of those people that actually loves the SpongeBob musical. I don't care what anyone says, the musical is peak with SpongeBob, including when they sing Best Day Ever at the very end. I will admit, I get a little tear when they start singing the song. I'm like, bro, this is my childhood, I'm crying, man. I'm like, back then we're like, a SpongeBob musical, that sounds like a terrible idea. But then when we saw the musical on live television, I'm like, holy crap, this is honestly one of the best Broadway musicals. Suck it, Hamilton. Yeah, I said it. But anyway, let me read this. That's me with the Sonic Popsicles. You're gonna be shocked by saying this. I've only tried the Sonic Popsicle only once as a kid, and I actually want to taste it again ever since we got success in the movies. I mean, my go-to gumball popsicles is either SpongeBob. SpongeBob's like my #1, and Spider-Man as my second one. Those are like my go-to popsicles to eat from the character Gumballs. Anyway, let me just read this. I wish we got more SpongeBob song from a very underrated song of F is for Friends of Becky G. Oh yeah, she got like her own cover of the F is for Friends songs. Best Day Ever's peak song. Yeah, it's purely nostalgic. There were the TMNT ones. Yeah, with Michelangelo. There goes SpongeBob, ripping his pants again. Honestly, I don't like Hamilton. And Cameron, you're not the only one for me saying this. Look, I like Lin-Manuel Miranda's work on his other stuff, but I personally find Hamilton overrated, like very, very overrated. So that's why I just said, including the one rap song that Plankton sings in the SpongeBob musical, and then in the musical where SpongeBob is rapping, hold on, Plankton, I am simply shocked, just walking out, just figure it out today, tomorrow. I'm like, yo, SpongeBob is spinning bars on Lin-Manuel Miranda, man. So, you're not the only one. Say cheese, cheese, and then you get to the acid trip song. But yeah, the irony of TMNT, guys. I think I just saw someone. I don't know if I want to watch the fourth movie. I think I might be too old for the SpongeBob movie. I would like to see it because of the TMNT Christmas short. Yeah, that new short actually looks pretty good. I didn't watch the SpongeBob musical. Is it good? Yeah, I think it's really good. I know they promoted it, which, yeah, the guy who played Broadway SpongeBob actually dated Ariana Grande, which is ironic because, you know, Ariana Grande's big breakout was in Nickelodeon's Victorious and Sam & Cat, and I think the guy, yeah, Ethan Slater, yeah, that's the dude who played Broadway SpongeBob. They actually dated and they actually were part of the Wicked movies, which I know there are all the girls and all the Wicked fans are getting excited for the new movie. I saw Patchy's in it too. You want to know what's awesome about that? Tom Kenny played Patchy again in live action in that show, and I think the most wholesome moments were Tom Kenny's Patchy goes on stage and he goes to Broadway SpongeBob by saying, there you are. When I saw Ethan SpongeBob and Tom Kenny hug each other, I'm like, my heart, and the nostalgia, because you're seeing, obviously Tom Kenny plays Patchy in the cartoon, but seeing OG SpongeBob hugging Broadway SpongeBob, I'm like, bro, I'm sorry, that just warms my heart, man. I know I'm a grown-ass man being sentimental, but this is like, bro, it's SpongeBob. Like, when I was a kid, I was super obsessed with the cartoon. I couldn't stop quoting the lines. I mean, I kid you not, y'all, I got bullied for liking SpongeBob a bit too much in second grade, but now as I'm older, it's like, yeah, I can no longer get bullied for liking SpongeBob because SpongeBob is cool to like anyone at any age. But the thing is, my only disappointment with the fourth movie is I think the animation's really good, but I just don't think the box office is going to be big because I think the marketing for this movie is not being so well, which I know somebody mentions that there's going to be a new Mutant Mayhem short that's like Chrome Alone, which is basically a parody of Home Alone 2 with the Ninja Turtles, even though it's kind of funny that Paramount did like that recent Transformers movie that flopped, which was fully animated. It was a good movie though, but you know, they want to focus on live action. But for Ninja Turtles, I see that Paramount's going to treat the Ninja Turtles franchise kind of like Spider-Man, where you get animated Spider-Man movies, and then you get live action ones, and I feel like Paramount's going to do that with TMNT with more animated TMNT content from Seth Rogen's iteration, including that upcoming TMNT reboot, which I know the producer of the Sonic movies is involved by saying they want to Sonicify the TMNT franchise. Because I feel like on the topic of TMNT, Sonic, and SpongeBob, I feel like this is the best time for me to talk about all of it, which I will be interested in what they're going to do, because I'm kind of disappointed that they canceled that R-rated Last Row TMNT movie, which honestly that one they could, but I understand that they want to keep the TMNT brand family-friendly, where they got obviously kids to like it, but then longtime TMNT fans, whether you're born in the 80s, 90s, 2000s, 2010s, you know, SpongeBob and Transformers and Sonic's like the same thing, where it's like very multi-generational. Oh, where are we going next? Hey, Child Park. I mean, still thinning because of the whole cruise line parts. Yeah, guys, we're going to Pokemon Land in Paris for that French Goo Lagoon, Le Sticky Bottom. Bro, we couldn't even got like the French narrator going to the bed by saying SpongeBob's racing game with Sonic the Hedgehog in the years of boating school, and then SpongeBob just runs over the French narrator. I mean, bro, like, I kid you not, like, one of the best moments is like going out a friend's house and watch all the SpongeBob cartoons. I mean, obviously the first 3 seasons are usually the best, but usually season 4, and I would say sometimes 5 usually gets the best one, like some episodes. I think my favorite one for season 4 has got to be the Krusty Towers episode, because Patrick's like, oh, I'd like to have one hotel room with cheese. Oh, can I have some more cheese too? And then, sorry, Mr. Krabs, we ran out of cheese. Hooray! Let me read this. It's kind of cool because Paramount got Michael Bay to produce the previous ones, and his success with Transformers. Now they got Neil H. Mortis because of his success with Sonic. I mean, it's kind of funny that you got the producer that's mostly responsible for the Fast and Furious movies, is mostly in charge of like looking over to the Sonic the Hedgehog movies, and now wants to reshape for the TMNT brand. Because I will say this, Mutant Mayhem is a good movie. I won't say it's like the best TMNT movie, but I definitely say it's definitely like one of the best TMNT movies that Paramount's made in recent times. But I definitely say that live action wise, because, you know, the Michael Bay movies did not get the best reputation because, you know, they did not like the designs of the TMNT. And I guess I feel like Paramount learned their lesson from not just the Michael Bay Turtles, but from the whole ugly Sonic design, and then they listened to the fans. And I feel like Paramount wants to do that for the next live action TMNT. So the fact that they got Neil H. Mortis like involved in the production, I'm like, yeah, I think it's going to be good, since, you know, Paramount does not want to give up on TMNT. But for anyone who is like a Transformers fan, I say, even though we're not going to get any more animated Transformers movies anytime soon, because, you know, the last one flopped despite it was a good movie, but they are going to make more live-action Transformers movies, which the director of Transformers 1 is going to make a new one. Michael Bay's going to come back making another one. And they said, like, if the next Transformers movies flop, they could lose the rights by 2029. So if you like Transformers, then go support the next movies. But for TMNT, I feel like Paramount like has full confidence, which I agree that fans said like, wow, Sonic is definitely like one of the most successful franchises that's not led by Tom Cruise. Because yeah, Paramount back then, I feel like Paramount's mostly carried from Transformers, Tom Cruise movies, and Nickelodeon at times, no matter if it's SpongeBob or any other original Nickelodeon movie. I feel like that's what carried the franchise until TMNT and Sonic the Hedgehog became like one of the more bigger franchises to come along. Can you move along all the time cards? Mutant Mayhem is one of the best, but the best live action was the first one from the 90s. I could not agree more, man. I like another live action TMNT. Well, you're in luck, man, because that's what they're producing, since, you know, it's the same guy who made the same producer of the Sonic movies is involved. So I'm like, all right, that's at least good news to say. Hey, okay, that's honestly pretty nice. Patrick's on the paddy wagon, SpongeBob's on the paddy wagon. I think I might go Extreme Gear. I'm actually a fan of full support of 3, Transformers, TMNT, Sonic, because those were my favorite franchises as a kid. This is going to be a hot take, y'all. I have a bit more faith on the franchises with Paramount more than Disney, because, I mean, I'm not here to trash on Disney, which Disney is like, you know, they're trying their best, but, you know, when it comes to like some remakes, it's like, come on, y'all are just being too hard. I will give at least Paramount at least a bit more credit where they actually care more about their fan base, which that's what they've done with Sonic, SpongeBob, TMNT, and Transformers, so that's why I'm like, you know, supporting Team Paramount. So what are they going to do? The 4 Turtles versus Shredder for the first one, or something else? Or I'm hoping to do Shredder for the third movie. And then, are you referring to Mutant Mayhem? Because if you're referring to Mutant Mayhem, they're still going to make the sequel, which Shredder is clearly teased to be like the main villain for the second one. Because, you know, the first Mutant Mayhem films are more focused on the mutant villains. You hear that Disney Plus AI crap? It's like, bro, Disney, don't do this. You're supposed to be the inspiration of creativity, not just rinse and repeat for what the internet's doing. I mean, the live action one. I mean, it's really up to them because we have plenty of live action TMNT movies from the 90s, including the Michael Bay movies where Shredder's like the main villain, unless they want to do Krang for the next one. Because we didn't get Bebop and Rocksteady in a live action TMNT movie until Out of the Shadows, which I will say this, Out of the Shadows is like the best one in the Michael Bay movies. I mean, I already gave up to Disney because they're no longer continuing the Tron franchise. I was the only one that saw supported Tron Ares in the theaters. I mean, like I said, whether if you guys like Jared Leto or not, that movie was destined to flop because one, it's not really a continuation of Tron Legacy, and they were kind of like 15 years late after the hype of Tron Legacy, since Disney was more focused on Marvel and Star Wars, and because back then Disney was trying to like do like other big franchises that are not princesses, whether it's Pirates of the Caribbean or movies are like based on their rides like Jungle Cruise and Haunted Mansion or Tomorrowland. I'm like, hey Disney, when's the Expedition Everest movie gonna happen that's based on and the Yeti? Babies, they're babies.
It's a baby scallop.
I'll take care of it. I just noticed, so there's 2 SpongeBobs, 1 Patrick, and 1 Silver the Hedgehog joining along into the game. The reason why Bebop and Rocksteady were made for the toys in the 80s, that's why we got Token and Rezar. Yeah, I was so confused why we got those guys where they were like, Mama, Mama. Which I will be honest with you guys, I have been thinking about, like, if I'm gonna do like tier lists of other franchises, I think TMNT will be like a good franchise. I could do a tier list like TMNT movies in the future. Maybe during the hype of, let's say, the sequel to Mutant Mayhem, you got the Jim Henson movies, you got the 2007 film, which are the 2007 TMNT film is like a huge fan favorite to the fan base. The Michael Bay films.
Are you finished with those errands? Are you finished with those errands?
And then Squidward's like getting annoyed by that.
Yeah, Squidward.
What's that one episode? Disney's first attempt of a sci-fi movie was The Black Hole, released in 1978. That was just like a very bizarre movie. I think I know what you're talking about because that was like many decades ago, like almost 50 years, man. I'm gonna call it day in that 50 years. Goo Lagoon, Lagoonies, no way, since we're in Goo Lagoon, is this the part where Patrick and SpongeBob are drowning because of, pot crabs? I still haven't got my ice cream. I'm actually a big Ninja Turtles fan, so I will join for that. Turtles Forever, Batman vs. Batman vs. TMNT, because yeah, they canonically do. Because I will be honest, I did say aside from SpongeBob, I would love to see the Ninja Turtles like collab with Sonic, because I will be honest, the Sonic franchise as a whole has so many similarities with the TMNT franchise, especially how Sonic 3, where the Sonic trio dynamic of Sonic, Knuckles, and Tails kind of reminds me of Leo, Donnie, Raph with a mixture of Mikey. So I'm like, yeah, I just feel like it would be awesome. And besides, Ben Schwartz was involved in both franchises. The one thing that really baffles me is Ben Schwartz never watched SpongeBob at all, and I'm like, what? How come Sonic the Hedgehog himself cannot watch SpongeBob at all, man? I mean, I get that he likes The Simpsons, but still, unfair. Put your hat down to respect. Respect for the deaf. Sorry, guys, I'm almost killing my throat because I'm speaking a lot. Definitely need some Aquafina. 1,389. I almost forgot. I just lost count from the tickets I got. Let's move on. Whoa, Scooby-Doo, bro. Thoughts on the Splinter episode? Honestly, really gross. Honestly. Okay, I've already used the paddy wagon multiple times. Let's use the surfboard. Hear me out. They put Spyro in this game. Yeah, this would be fun to see like a dragon riding on a car. But hey, honestly, it would be pretty sick since, you know, Spyro is pretty underrated. Since, you know, Crash Bandicoot has his own racing game. Yeah, you know who Spyro is. The purple dragon that used to be a part of Skylanders, but also has his own franchise. Eggman. I thought you had a piece of salad stuck to your face from lunchtime. Anyways, okay, so we're gonna be spending 3 days. Anyway, like as I was doing, there we go. How about, yeah, I want to switch to a hoverboard because I've already used the paddy wagon too many times. Boating license. Yeah, I don't have time to customize. Just noticed, no air horn. But hey, I like the Squidward team that has SpongeBob and Patrick in it. Yes. Anyway, let me just read more. They hate limping more than running. I love the camping episode because every time Squidward gets attacked by the sea bear, sea bear, you mean the ones that don't exist? Who knew this guy? Who knew this guy? Who knew this guy's cousin? You're right. Never ever screech like a chimpanzee. Squidward, please don't. I think it's comedy gold, y'all. Like I said, I just like thoughts on one course meal. Honestly, one of the most that episode was basically a plankton torture episode, which that episode was really bad because Mr. Krabs was being such a jerk to Plankton too far where he just took him out. Okay, Fancast Turtles, here's mine. Yuri Lowenthal. Honestly, Yuri Lowenthal will be a good Leo because bro, Spider-Man, he's Ben 10. I think Yuri honestly would have had the nice vocal course like voice Leonardo, but it really depends, because I feel like the last TMNT movie that actually used voice actors rather than celebrities. I mean, I feel like aside from Mutant Mayhem, where you got Gumball Lauderson voicing Leo Mutant Mayhem, where they actually used teenagers, but the 2007 movie, I remember they got James Arnold Taylor, aka Obi-Wan Kenobi, Johnny Depp, the voice of Leo, which honestly I thought that was cool. I mean, usually the Ninja Turtles don't need to have celebrity talent because you need to have talented voice actresses going ahead. But when it comes to Sonic, you definitely need celebrity A-list talent just to market to those other ones. Woo! I almost forgot that we're definitely going to DLI spinning. You spin me right round, baby, right round. There goes SpongeBob ripping his pants again. Because, like I said, it would be fine just to see the fool who ripped his pants on a surfboard. Like the fool who ripped his pants when Big Larry came in just to put him down. SpongeBob turned into a frown. Like I said, that episode bangs. Oh, sand in your buns. Bro, I remember watching that, not on TV, but back then VHS. Yeah, kids, remember when VHS used to be a thing? Yep, those were the good old days of watching SpongeBob back then, even though I had the episode where SpongeBob had an episode where Krabby Patty starts eating him, and it's like, hey SpongeBob, I decided to give you this, no, what he said, the talking Krabby Patty's like, I give you this cookie pizza, and here's your chocolate milk. All you had to do is wake up. Wake up! Literally, as I'm seeing Squidward's house being blown, it kind of reminds me when Squidward's house was alive and SpongeBob and Patrick were like, and please stop calling me president. Still no pickles. Hold on, guys. I know you're getting excited for your fan casting of the next TMNT movie. Obviously, not including Mutant Mayhem, but for the next live-action reboot we're getting. I'll read into a second, guys, but I'm just kind of locked in, just racing on to Goo Lagoon. Down, 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 the bottom of the sea. That's an underrated song for that one special. They're trying to do SpongeBob's birthday party. Let's boogie! Imagine Chris Pratt voice SpongeBob, haha, an original joke back in 2021, and be like, I'm ready, come on, Gary. I don't know, best Chris Pratt impression. Krusty Krab pizza is the pizza for you and me. Anyway, let me just read a bunch of these TMNT comments for a second. Shut your mouth, you mediocre clarinet player. Mediocre. My fan casting, Danny Pooty's Donnie. Yeah, because DuckTales. Bobby Monahan, another DuckTales voice actor. Let me just read the other ones. Krusty Krab pizza is the pizza for you and me. Imagine Plankton Tortures in the SpongeBob movie. We sort of did got Plankton Torture where SpongeBob literally stepped on his foot where he goes, ah! Imagine TMNT was in... Bro, what type of fan fiction are you thinking about, man? Okay, well, this one's in the house. Good afternoon, sir. Can we introduce you with some chocolate? Chocolate? Did you say chocolate? Yes, sir. With some nuts. Chocolate! Chocolate! Seriously, how does Mr. Lawrence, because Mr. Lawrence doesn't voice Plankton, he voiced Larry the Lobster, Fred, and a bunch of other characters. SpongeBob betrayed us! We gotta get SpongeBob back. Anyway, I want to know how does Patrick does. Anyway, how about Jason Sudeikis Red for Raphael? I get it because they're red muscle meatheads. But that's only if Jason Sudeikis wants to do it because, bro's doing Angry Birds. Which, speaking of which, you're telling me in Angry Birds 3, Red and his girlfriend or wife, whatever, Silver, can clap cheeks and have a kid while Mario gets friend zoned by Peach and Nintendo. I never would have thought where Angry Birds can clap cheeks and have a family, but Mario gets friend-zoned by Nintendo. That's kind of like saying Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse are only just friends by saying, no, they're a couple. They always have been a couple. But it's kind of funny. We have 2 Sonics and 2 pink characters. Oh, yes! I know what you're talking about. When Johnny Depp was Jack Hula Laguna, JKL for so, like, he keeps saying the phrase, just keep breathing. Because I remember, Nickelodeon and Burger King were just like making this big deal of SpongeBob versus the big one where we have Captain Jack Sparrow literally voicing a surfer dude. Remember, the big one, always get down, just keep breathing. It's like, bro, I can't take it seriously. It's freaking Rango, Captain Jack Sparrow, and SpongeBob, which makes sense because he is a pirate in Parts of the Caribbean. Anyway, let me just see that. Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy, Defenders of the Deep. What's that one funny episode? It's not me, oh Gook Evil! I know their original voice actors passed away, but still, those guys were really iconic in the show. I almost forgot. Even Patrick honestly looks good where he's going to surf a thing. You see my underwear? Want to see it again? She's pretty, SpongeBob. Hey, waiter! Things are gonna get crazy! Oh, I said there's an evil foot. Warner Bros. Will be like Bugs Bunny and Lola are... Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, bro, that's why I don't understand why Nintendo's like, oh yeah, Mario and Peach is like good friends. It's like saying Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse are friends, Bugs Bunny and Lola are just friends. Like, that makes no sense, man. It's like, once again, in the world of Angry Birds, they can clap cheeks and have, you know, baby birds, but Mario and Peach cannot. It's like, come on, Nintendo, get your act together, man. Like, they always seem like, yeah, Mario and Peach are a couple, y'all. Every villain is Lemon. Mermaid Man, where are you? The evil nothing. Ice cream? I love ice cream. I will admit, that episode where Mermaid Man was like eating all the ice cream was pretty nice. Or, speaking of Squidward, let's not forget this iconic meme. I don't like pistachio ice cream! Then why did you ask for it? And then that's where SpongeBob thinks like Squidward turns to a pistachio ice cream, where Patrick is like, Patrick, do you know what this is? Oh, it's pistachio. No! Which I thought that was funny. I will admit, that ice cream did actually look pretty delicious, honestly. I mean, honestly, sometimes the food, I will be honest, I do think the Krab Patty looks delicious, which I know SpongeBob fans are like terrorized by saying, oh, it's made out of crab meat. Like, Krab Patties are made out of crabs, are made out of fish, but you know, I think they confirmed that Krab Patty's meant to be like a vegan recipe in the Bikini Bottom. Or let's not forget that one episode where SpongeBob broke his spatula, Monster Krabby Patty, and then some dude is in the bathroom just saying that out loud, Monster Krabby Patty! I don't know, I thought that was so funny. Or that one where SpongeBob's in the toilet and then you got this one dude by saying, oh, great. Where's Mr. Krabs? I'm Mr. Krabs! This seems oddly loud for a robot. What? You may think I'm a robot? Pistachio? No. Wasabi. Oh, I like the Cars 2 reference. Oh, shame-o, shame-o. I will be honest, when Mater tastes the wasabi for Cars 2, I can relate to him because, bro, wasabi is nothing like ice cream, and wasabi is nothing like guacamole. I prefer guac any day. The instrumental version song was used for the SpongeBob balloon for Macy's 8 Parade. Yeah, guys, correct me if I'm wrong. Is the SpongeBob balloon happening for this year's Thanksgiving? Because I know Buzz Lightyear's going to be in the parade because, you know, the Toy Story 5 teaser. Mario is going to get his first ever balloon because the Mario movie, the Galaxy movie, is coming out next year. I know Shrek is going to get his own balloon because we know, despite Shrek 5's not coming out next year and they delayed the 27th, he's getting his own balloon. Okay. I just want to be sure because, well, it makes sense. We have SpongeBob and a new Sonic Racing game. You have a new SpongeBob video game called Ties of the Quest or something, and then SpongeBob new movie. So it makes sense to do a SpongeBob balloon. But yeah, they always put the FUN friend song. So let me just see. But it's basically confirmed the episode where it's a crowd cries right by saying, so that's what I taste like? Bro, don't make the robot chicken skit canon. Man, that robot chicken skit rubbed me in the wrong way. Anyway, let's move on. Because I already placed Patrick. Sweet sweet victory. Let's not forget, like, remember back then we wanted Sweet Victory to play a Super Bowl, but then we got mad for Travis Scott playing it, so the National Hockey League played Sweet Victory while the Super Bowl of football did not. And even the Kids' Choice Awards and even Nickelodeon themselves keep on playing Sweet Victory a lot because, you know, one, to honor the creator Steven Hillenburg when he passed away. Secondly, to honor, like, you know, I think it was like 15, 20 years after, no, it was like the 20th anniversary of SpongeBob, so that's why they did it in 2019, which I thought that was really nice. Anyway, reminds me of that Robot Chicken Sky. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. There's Super Bowl play when SpongeBob was hosting. I think you're referring to the Nickelodeon version or that one time where they actually had the clip, but then Sicko Mode decides to, like, troll us. Or SpongeBob is getting the struck in the Wrangler. Am I using the air horn? Yeah, I'm using the air horn. So, let's see. 1 hour. Because, yeah, I don't mind streaming on for at least, like, an hour and a half. Because usually for these gaming streams, I want to do, like, 2 hours. But I know... Okay, we're doing BK and Bonham. Oh, yeah, the Nickelodeon version. Which, yeah, since Tom Kenny and Tim... why I say Tim Allen? Tom Kenny and Bill Fagerbakke did the mocap for SpongeBob and Patrick. I like that there was a moment where SpongeBob called out Leonardo DiCaprio for, like, oh, just make sure she's not 25. I'm like, dang, SpongeBob just roasted Leo. And then not only just that, Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles from the Sonic movie universe actually did make a cameo in the Super Bowl, like, during the hype of the Knuckles TV show. And SpongeBob was like, hey, he does gotta go fast. So around that time, like, yeah, I knew SpongeBob and Sonic crossover was inevitable since, you know, Paramount, Sega, and Nickelodeon are homies. So let's just move on. The Ultimate SpongeBob Sponge Bash. Yeah, I actually was a kid watching that where I see Patchy the Pirate was like kind of promoting 10 brand new SpongeBob episodes in a row. And then Potty the Parrot's like, go to spotnickelodeon.com SpongeBob Sponge Bash. Which I remember I used to marathon a lot of SpongeBob episodes when I was younger. Heck, we even watched SpongeBob one time in 2nd grade school by saying, hey teacher, can we watch this? No class, we gotta go. I love Paramount, man. I mean, yeah. I know this is such a hot take, but I honestly trust Paramount more than Disney, dare I say Warner Brothers, because Disney and Warner Brothers business and their corporate overlords are being a bit too scummy at times. So I'm like, yeah, at least Paramount's a little more creative and let the filmmakers be the filmmakers. I sat through the Romeo and Juliet 1996 film. They skipped my favorite scene. Let me guess, this is the one where Leonardo DiCaprio is shouting out, Juliet! Which, yeah, they did that for, like, school at my time. Bro, am I seeing a Sonic user named Clark Kent's like, hey yo, Sega, are the DC characters gonna collapse since Sega has agreed to do more DLC characters for the rest of 2026? Anyone wonders what happens when the cast SpongeBob's been passed away? You know what? Come to think about it, they said, I think it's going to be done like The Simpsons, where they said The Simpsons is never going to end until a voice actor dies from the original cast, and that's when they're going to quote-unquote end The Simpsons. I feel like that's going to happen with SpongeBob because I don't think fans would be happy if they recast, like, oh no, you can't recast the voice of Squidward because there's only one voice actor, that's Roger Bumpus. I feel like SpongeBob's going to take the same directions like The Simpsons does. It's like, the voice actor is just going to voice these characters until, like, what? They're like 100 years old, and if one of them dies, that's where I expect, like, you know, they pass away. Because, you know, I feel like Nickelodeon is, like, so loyal to their voice actors that they don't want to recast and they don't want to fire them. So I feel like Nickelodeon's going to do that. Like, obviously, I remember back then, it's like, yeah, SpongeBob's going to end for 25 years. Oh, it's going to end at 20. It's like, nah, SpongeBob's going to run for, like, The Simpsons, which the voice actors, the crew members, because I will be honest with you guys, I know, yes, Nickelodeon does I know Nickelodeon does, milk SpongeBob a lot, but let's be honest, guys. If Nickelodeon, quote-unquote, ends SpongeBob, then Nickelodeon will never, like, not have a name for itself because SpongeBob is basically the main reason why Nickelodeon is still alive, no matter the ups and downs the network has gone through, no matter if it's the Nicktoons or the sitcoms or the controversial stuff. SpongeBob is basically, because that's what I'm saying, SpongeBob is basically the Mickey Mouse of Nickelodeon, so of course they need SpongeBob to be around no matter if you guys like, you know, the new season or whatnot. I will say this, the new season, I haven't caught up with, like, most of the new episodes, but so far they're pretty decent. Not as good as the old ones, but still, not bad, not bad. Anyway, let me just see, SpongeBob also has Summer Splash once. Oh, I thought you were just talking about, SpongeBob versus the Big One, or SpongeBob's Last Stand, where he's trying to save Jellyfish Fields. Oh, I know which reference you're talking about.
Who put you on the planet?
Yeah, I like there's one user named Clark Kent by saying, hey, yo, Superman's showing in this game. When? Because, you know, the Sonic and DC crossover. But I know SpongeBob is basically the last big, like, you know, the last big DLC pack for 2025, while for Christmas we're getting Knights, because, you know, any Sega fan will like that. Yeah, and that's another reason why Sega's going to keep this game around, because next year will be the 35th anniversary of the Sonic franchise, so definitely expect a lot more DLC characters popping up. So I expect to see that coming, guys. So I know AA from Super Monkey Ball, I mean II, my bad, that's how you say his name. II from Super Monkey Ball is going to be involved in the game by January, and then I know IDW fans are going crazy by saying, oh my god, Tango Whisperer are going to be in the game, finally. I better come back from a turkey sandwich, get a life! So, okay, let me read this. Summer Splash segment was for different Nicktoons like Rocko's Modern Life. Yeah, back then when Netflix was making that Nickelodeon movie from Invader Zim and Rocko's Modern Life.
Oh baby, oh baby, oh baby.
I forgot what I was even talking about because I was speaking some gibberish words. This is what happens when you stream alone, guys. Hey, red pretty patties and blue. Bro, look at the other Patrick from the yellow one. It literally spells P, and what's another one? He's literally like half Patty Wagon and half Minecart. Tom Kenny's SpongeBob is one of the voice actors that might be impossible. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, come on. Tom Kenny is SpongeBob SquarePants. That you can never, ever replace SpongeBob. Anyway. Are you Squidward? No. Oh yeah, are you Squidward? It's okay, take your time. Hey Ethan, welcome to the chat, and yeah, we are playing Sonic Racing CrossWorlds with the SpongeBob crossover, because I will be honest, I mean, I mentioned this earlier in the stream, this is honestly like my most anticipated DLC, because, you know, it's SpongeBob, it's part of our childhoods, and it's still going on to this day. I mean, don't get me wrong, I am looking forward to Pac-Man and TMNT and the other stuff, but SpongeBob was like my first go-to that I was looking forward to. I will admit, the one thing that I was hoping is to add... You want to know what would have been so cool to add in this Bikini Bottom track? Would have been so cool if we go to Rock Bottom and then literally just go downhill and then basically to see like the bus, the Can Machine, and race against Rock Bottom. I think that would have been nice for the Gabe DLC. Just saying. Because, you know, I think that would have been similar to, like, you know, when you go to the Nether in the Minecraft world. Oh! I don't know why I keep doing the Wii. Hey, SpongeBob, I can't see! Is this the Krusty Krab? No! Oh, Finny, because I'm actually going to the Krusty Krab's Patrick. No! This is Patrick!
Patrick, that's the name of the restaurant.
Fish Face! Patrick, are you okay? Finland! It's my childhood and now it's my adulthood. Yeah, you want to know what's even more... You want to know what hits harder for SpongeBob now? Looking back at the first movie where it's like, you know, you're just a kid and you can't take your life seriously, but then you can enjoy for being maturity. Like, you know, the message... I mean, I know the song is true, like, I'm a goofy gooper, we're all goofy goopers. That's why I think the first movie still holds up, because the message is so true. Oh, don't remind me of that. Hi, Squidward. You said Squidward toys. I like Squidward. No, don't remind me of the Squidward gets a job episode. I got a better idea. What can you say about this job? Oh, I can't take that seriously. It's frenzy time, my dudes. I like the fact that we got like 3 different Patricks. He's Patrick. No, yeah, he's Patrick, you're Patrick, we're both Patrick. He's Patrick, you're Patrick, I'm Patrick! Are there any more Patricks right here? Gary? I thought I would not be special! Bro. No, oh my gosh! Jeffrey Jellyfish! Wait, Jeffrey, I gotta touch you! Hey, I'm gonna buy the SpongeBob DLC tonight. Bro, you haven't bought the DLC yet? For me, I think the DLC for this was like 20 bucks. For me, I just got the entire season pass because, yeah, even though Minecraft is like the first DLC, but I just want to get all the DLC pass from SpongeBob. I know Pac-Man's gonna be next, and then who's after Pac-Man? Mega Man, TMNT, which is based on Mutant Mayhem, and Avatar: The Last Airbender. I feel like that's going to be like the only Nickelodeon stuff, because I do not picture Loud House or Thundermans to be a part of this. They're probably just going to go like the more fan-favorite Nicktoons that pretty much a lot of people equally like, because, you know, at least for SpongeBob, TMNT, and Avatar: The Last Airbender, their fan base is like, yeah, we all like the same thing for like we go through. Oh, what kind of place is this? Yeah, I know what you're talking about. The one where Patrick's choking and he's coughing. It's because he's in the train dome. I Wumbo, you Wumbo, you see me Wumbo.
I'm ugly and I'm proud.
I got the ugly.
He's Squidward, you're Squidward, I'm Squidward. Are there any more Squidwards I should know about? Meow. Please don't leave me here. Happy Opposite Day, Squidward. We hate you. I'll show you how much I hate you. Happy Opposite Day.
Man, this stream is just nothing like cloning SpongeBob because, you know, SpongeBob is one of the most iconic, like, not only the most iconic cartoon characters, but, you know, one of the most quotable ones ever. Like, if you talk to, like, anybody around the street, it's like, bro, it was kind of like a shame where I made a reference to, is mayonnaise an instrument on a restaurant? You gotta wait for Black Friday to buy the Xbox gift card for Sonic Racing CrossWorlds. Yeah, because, you know, Sega, I was going to say, because, you know, Sega games usually go on sale when it comes to Black Friday. That's why some people are like, yeah, I'm not buying Sonic Racing CrossWorlds until they add SpongeBob and Pac-Man in the game. Well, now it's the best opportunity because the game will go on sale around Black Friday. So, you know. Let me just read some other ones. Don't they know I'm busy scrubbing? Oh, yeah, don't they know I'm... Wow! Where Squidward's just screaming, and then you got the iconic meme where he screams, ah! It's comedy gold. But yeah, I'd probably go with SpongeBob again, because, you know, SpongeBob's an OG. He's the GOAT of Nickelodeon, but also the GOAT of cartoons. I mean, like I said, like, it's like SpongeBob and The Simpsons have one thing in common aside from being yellow cartoon characters and the fact that cartoons have been running so long. They're the most meme-worthy cartoons that you see in, like, in any YouTube poop and everything. Okay, well, who cares about Superstar? Gee, Patrick, do something. Okay, hold on. I remember asking my high school Bible teacher's mayonnaise an instrument. Did your teacher actually get the reference or they didn't? Because I remember I was at a restaurant and nobody get it. I know Tom Kenny's wife is the voice of Karen. It's also in the Loud House is the voice of Rita Loud. Oh, yeah, because the voice is actually pretty similar. And yeah, I think one of my close friends actually met Tom Kenny, and we know that Tom Kenny's married to Jill Taylor, which is obviously the voice of Karen, Plains' computer wife, which I thought was funny. Do you see the cartoon beatbox battle SpongeBob versus Mickey? I believe I had when I was younger, but at the exact same time. Okay, I dare you go to a restaurant, ask a worker or the front desk or drive-thru, is mayonnaise an instrument? You know what? Since they're doing the whole Burger King collab, which honestly Burger King does not age well when I was younger, but you know, back then they used to sell all the Burger King SpongeBob toys. They did with the first movie, and the second movie did McDonald's, the third movie did Wendy's, and now the fourth one, they're going back to Burger King just like it's the 2000s era. And not only just that, but for the McDonald's collab, no, it was Wendy's. I remember last year Wendy's did like this whole Krabby Patty collab, and I kid you not, guys, bro, the secret formula sauce tasted good for that Wendy's Krabby Patty. Because I will admit, it's like, yeah, even though it was for Wendy's, but I'm like, honestly, that was a really good Krabby Patty burger. Like, honestly, if I was a kid, he's like, if you would have gave me that Wendy's SpongeBob Krabby Patty like collab, I would have believed it was like the real deal. But, you know, back then, Burger King used to be my Krusty Krab when they used to do the SpongeBob toys. Which, once again, they're still doing that for the Burger King collab for the fourth movie. Yeah, me too. I honestly wish they could do it again, but, you know, I feel like for SpongeBob fast food toy, like, you know, fast food cross promotions, it's usually either Burger King or McDonald's. For the 30th anniversary, yes, they should. The triple Gooferberry Sunrise. Bro, I remember Shoutouts with Cooking with Fred, which I like that bro's concept where he literally made the Krusty Krab pizza, the Krabby Patty episode, also the Googleberry Sunday Rise. Bro, that tasted so, like, it must have tasted, like, so good. Or else you'll feel drunk and wasted like SpongeBob Patrick the movie. Waiter! Why do I always get them nuts? Patrick and this great peanut guy! Waiter! Hey, get up. Come on, buddy. I want to go home. Come on, pal. Oh, my head. Listen, it's 8 in the morning. I'm a 100% man! And this man has something to say to you! I always associated Burger King as Krusty Krab. I mean, like I said, back then it was mostly Burger King that usually, like, collabs with SpongeBob the most than any other restaurant. But whoever said, like, Dairy Queen to do the triple Gooseberry Sundae, that would have been the best opportunity just to do for SpongeBob. Not only that would be, like, the 30th anniversary of the cartoon, but also the 20th anniversary. No. I think it's, because I know the first movie came out in 2004, so yeah, it probably might be like 30th. It's crazy how ice cream, out of all the things, makes people drunk in the SpongeBob universe. Yeah, it's basically kind of like, I guess sugar's kind of like, you know, their alcohol when they get drunk into the episode. And speaking of which, even though I know people have their opinion on the Patrick Star, but I will say from the Patrick Star episode, I like the one where Patrick is doing like a parody of Blue's Clues, but it's called Ouchie's Hints, and then you have Patrick literally talking in front of the kid by saying, "Can you find Ouchie's Hints? What could this mean? Ouchie's hungry!" And then Patrick just tells the kids the show by saying, "Shh, quiet, I'm trying to eat. Ouchie wants to eat." Kind of like that SpongeBob, like that one Patrick Star episode is like being meta with another iconic Nickelodeon show, which was obviously Blue's Clues. Anyway, let me just see. Hey, Patrick, how the are you? Yes, the iconic Sailor Mouth episode. For Sonic 4, they should partner Sonic the Restaurant. Such a big missed opportunity that Sonic has never collabed with the Sonic Restaurant, but, you know, they have to do McDonald's because, you know, they gotta sell the toys. So, as much as it would be cool to see the Sonic Restaurant collaborating with the Sonic movies, they most likely will do McDonald's again, just like they did with Sonic 4. But but speaking of McDonald's, I will be there for that Grinch meal because, you know, as a big Grinch fan, I'm going to be dining into the Grinch McDonald's pickles French fries, and I'm definitely going to be like, I really don't like them. I like some onions and some pickles. Still no pickles. My teacher, okay, at least your teacher actually get the reference. That's honestly pretty nice, especially coming from a Bible class. That's honestly crazy. Yes, Cameron. Yes, they do. Let's not forget that SpongeBob. No, why say SpongeBob? Sonic 2 was spoiled with the Super Sonic toy because of McDonald's, and then Sonic 3 did the exact same thing with Super Shadow as well. So I'm gonna call it. If Sonic 4, what could be spoiler heavy for Sonic 4? I'm gonna call it Neo Metal Sonic as a merchandise. Like if Neo Metal Sonic is confirmed for Sonic 4, I feel like that's gonna be the big merch spoiler, whether it's McDonald's or Jack specific. Just like Sonic 2, Sonic 3 got spoiled with Super Sonic and Super Shadow. Hate, double hate, no, entirely. Which I will be honest with you guys, I know we're supposed to be talking about SpongeBob, but last year Sonic 3 took over my Christmas. This year the Grinch is going to take over my Christmas because 25 years of the live-action movie. Secondly, I'm going to go to Universal to celebrate Grinchmas. And thirdly, the Grinch meal, McDonald's, the Hershey's. So as a Grinch fan, I'm excited for like everything they're doing for the Grinch here. So last year, Sonic 3 with Jim Carrey's Eggman, and now this year, Jim Carrey's Grinch, which I feel like corporate businesses are milking the Grinch for McDonald's and Walmart. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I think Neo Metal Sonic, yeah, I think Metal Overlord could be also spoiler heavy, because I was gonna say, like, Amy Rose is definitely not gonna be spoiler heavy unless they show a design. Just like Sonic 3, they spoiled what Shadow would look like in the movie from the Jack Specific toys before we even see the trailer. So I don't think Amy's gonna be like a really big spoiler. I feel like spoiler thing would be Metal Sonic, and the irony, Metal Sonic is literally in the Team Squidward segment. So it's either Neo Metal Sonic, Metal Overlord. I feel like that's going to be like, I'm just going to say this. If Jack Specific, since Jack Specific is doing like this collab with Sonic until 2029, I think it will be so hard to see a Metal Overlord playset from Jack Specific. I don't care if I'm 25 years old. I'm going to buy that when that happens in 2027. Sonic 3, yeah, I think I probably might do the same thing. It's going to be like 1 year old. Dang, man, it's been like over a year since that movie came out. I'm still disappointed. Speaking of Sonic 3, guys, why? What is the Game Awards thinking? Why would they snub Sonic 3? I mean, for Minecraft, I get it because, you know, that movie was popular with all the chicken jockey memes. But, bro, why was Sonic 3 snubbed at the Game Awards show? Because you're telling me that Sonic Racing CrossWorlds and Sonic Rumble, the past recent Sonic games in 2025 gets nominated, but not the last big-budget Sonic movie? Like, Sonic 2 did get nominated. That didn't win. The Knuckles TV show got nominated last year, and that didn't win. But not Sonic 3, which arguably speaking, Sonic 3 is, I'm pretty sure you guys are going to agree with me in the chat. Sonic 3 is still the best video game movie by far, and still the best Sonic movie, in my personal opinion. So, I'm disappointed that it's not the Game Awards show, which, big L for the Game Awards show for not adding Sonic 3 to the list, which, I guess the only award that I can call is, like, the Kids' Choice Awards, where Jim Carrey won for Best Villain, which I'm like, good.
Anyway, let me just say, no, 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 be assertive, not insertive. They might spoil Amy Rose's dress or where she has the hood in the post-credit scene. I mean, we kind of saw that. Whoa, 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 whoa. How does IGN like Mufasa over Sonic 3? Because Disney probably paid them over the reviews. Yeah, because, I mean, this isn't the first time that we see Disney, like, paying critics just to give them a high score for the sake of it. Robotnik! Deceiver! Die, mosquito! I still love that moment for Sonic 2. Yeah, no dolphin swearing. Sailor mouth. Hey, Patrick, how the are you? I just noticed that Sonic, Rouge, and Shadow are part of my team. Hold up, we gotta escape from here. No. I almost forgot that in this level we're supposed to be. It's even more BS where, yeah. Sonic 3 is like the most critical, like the most highly praised video game movie adaptation of all time. When you look at the other ones where Minecraft did not get well reviews from the critics, neither did Five Nights at Freddy's, or even the Super Mario Bros. Movie. Critics were not kind to it, but the fans like it. But Sonic 3 has the highest review rating out of all the movies. Yes, even higher than 1 and 2. So I'm like, what was the Game Awards thinking? Because I literally saw one post where it could have been eligible, or for some reason people care about the Minecraft movie's awful, and I hated it. It's dog shit. But do you want to know what's baffling? It's not just Minecraft, is The Last of Us Season 2 got nominated by saying, like, I heard fans did not like that show, so I don't understand why it's nominated. And then there's other animated video game movies, which I've never heard of them. Like, one of them was, like, Devil May Cry, and I forgot what was the other one. Like, for Minecraft, I get it, but the rest, I'm like, wait, why is this nominated? Bro, like I said, Big L, Big Nick Hughes did her for the Game Awards show. It's like, do they not see the value of Sonic 3? Because like I said, how could Sonic 2 and the Knuckles series get nominated, but not Sonic 3? So I'm like, bro, I guess the only time I respect Sonic 3 winning was the Kids' Choice Awards for Jim Carrey winning for Best Villain. So yeah, once again, when that got announced, that got really disappointing, which the reason why I did not want to make a post about it, because I don't want to be like, haha, grown-ass man just ranting about Sonic the Hedgehog 3. I don't care what anyone says, that movie's peak cinema. But yeah, keep in mind, I don't play Minecraft. I'm tired of, like, looking of how he is in the movie. I mean, like I said, the Minecraft movie, I mean, like I said, outside of the jokes, it's definitely a turn off your brain, stupid, dumb type of movie, but it's not a near masterpiece like Sonic 3, in my opinion. My favorite SpongeBob sad music is the Faints. I forgot how it goes, but my favorite ones is usually the down, 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 down. Devil May Cry show. Okay, no, let me read this. Devil May Cry show was good. It's heavy metal loving 2000 style. That's just it. It shouldn't really get nominated. Wow, this is coming from a fan that actually likes it but says it shouldn't get nominated. Because I just noticed, like, maybe aside from Minecraft, most of the nominees are just from TV shows but not movies. I'm like I understand why Sonic 3 didn't get nominated last year because, you know, Sonic 3 was out in theaters and they didn't want to give away spoilers, which, yeah, I know someone mentions the Knuckles series. It's so funny that some Sonic fans were hoping that Knuckles would win, but then Knuckles lost to Fallout. But I'm like, yeah, let's be honest, guys. Like, in terms of adaptation, Knuckles is not really, like, the most faithful adaptation around last year's Game Awards show. But Sonic 3, bro, Sonic 3, in my opinion, is, like, the most faithful video game adaptation next to the second Sonic movie, along with the first Super Mario Bros. Movie. I'm referring to the animated one, of course. Man, I did turn off my brain, didn't laugh, and I cringed, but man, this beats Sonic 3 money-wise. Minecraft was very retarded for those kids who were in the theaters. Yeah, the one thing that's going to suck about those Minecraft movie sequels is going to be a theater employee's worst nightmare, because, look, even when I watched Sonic 3, Spider-Man No Way Home, along with some other movies before, I mean, heck, even Sonic 2 has, like, audiences that were, like, rapping about, yeah, we'll be purple. Anyway, let me read this. Yes, I'm a Minecraft person along with Sonic, Mario, Angry Birds, Minecraft. I'm playing them on my phone. Well, sir, this game is for you. Once when you get the game, well, you know, the DLC for yourself, because Pac-Man will be joining, I don't remember which time, but I think Pac-Man's going to be joining like around maybe January, February. I know Pac-Man's going to be joining on for 2026.
There was a lot of adaptations that got the awards, and none of the Sonic movies were nowhere to be found on the list. I mean, like I said, the second movie was nominated, but didn't win. The Knuckles series got nominated, but that also didn't win. The Minecraft movie was in the first place, yeah, because of the freaking chicken jockey memes. Someone on Twitter literally responded by saying Minecraft movie was funnier than the Sonic movies. No, those movies are forgettable. It's like, whoever says the Minecraft movie is more funnier than the Sonic movies, say the Sonic movie is forgettable, I'm gonna find you, come to your house, and I'll hunt you down and gut you like a fish. But bro, whoever says like the movies are so unforgettable, thinking Minecraft movie is funnier, bro, you probably think like brain rot humor is much more funny. Which, don't get me wrong, yes, the Sonic movies have some jokes that aren't funny, but come on, Jim Carrey's jokes, Knuckles' jokes, heck, dare I say even some of Sonic's jokes are kind of funny in some ways. Like the third movie where he goes, "Ha, good one, Hot Topic. Do you think we're really that stupid just to high on the cheese? Yeah, we're really that stupid." I honestly thought that was genuinely funny. It's like, bro, at least the Sonic movie has at least much more funnier humor. Like, Minecraft is doing it just for the sake of, like, you know, like Minecraft, that movie's just made for the sake of being stupid, which, don't get me wrong, I love Jack Black. I mean, I love anything for what Jack Black has done. Anyway, I think it was listed for the most accurate adaptation for a Minecraft movie. Let's that sink in. Is it though? I mean, yeah, the villagers and the world building. But let's be honest, for anyone that pictures a Minecraft movie, do you expect it to be like a big budget Saturday Night Live type of comedy where people that want a Minecraft movie expects to be more adventurous, more action-based, and, you know, have more story lore-driven stuff, kind of like Legend of Zelda, which I know recently that's going to get a live-action adaptation, which, even though I may not be the biggest Legend of Zelda fan, but I definitely say it has the chance to be way better than the live-action Minecraft movie by comparison. Funny because someone responded by saying, but if you're 2 years old and watch Skibidi Toilet, yeah, in your face for anyone that decides to do that. Because obviously Minecraft, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, look, I know I'm not saying like as a grown adult you can't join the Minecraft movie, but the Minecraft movie knows what they were doing. It was mostly targeted for the 12-year-olds, the 16-year-old audiences that grows up in the Minecraft content era. So it's like, yeah, this is our movie, this is our Endgame, this is our Spider-Verse. It's like, relax, y'all. I mean, aside from the jokes, the movie's not that good. I mean, the movie's still stupid regardless, but given the fact that saying, like, it's the most accurate adaptation, it's like, bro, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not just saying this because I'm a Sonic fan and I glaze the heck out of the Sonic movies. It's like, bro, the production value, the love, the passion for what they did for Sonic 3, and where they made Sonic 3 arguably the best video game movie by far, it's like, bro, big missed opportunity, which, once again, so I guess if that's the case, I mean, I guess the only good Sonic thing that's nominated is this game that I'm playing right now in Sonic Rumble, which Racing CrossWorlds and Rumble are like two recent Sonic games that actually, like, you know, that just got out not too long ago. So I'm like, well, at least that's something, like some of the Sonic games. But I bet you about $1, guys, I don't think the Sonic games, this one and Rumble's not going to win the Game Awards show because, you know, Mario's going to win. Because I remember it was between Sonic Superstars and Mario Wonder. I was like, come on, guys, it's Mario. I mean, as much as we like Sonic a bit more than Mario, but let's be honest, Mario's a bit more beloved to, like, general audiences than just the fan base. But yeah, let me just read this. The Minecraft movie should have been more serious and wholesome at the same time. Bitch, yeah, I remembered concept art. It was definitely being a lot more, I would say, like Legend of Zelda meets Lord of the Rings, where it's definitely a bit more historical, and the fact that it's a bit more lore definitely has this very global adventure type of trope instead of just being like a full brain rot Saturday Night Live comedy. I mean, let me just continue. Minecraft movie should have been wholesome at the same time. Should have been like Steve and Alex being sent off on a dangerous quest. Steve would have been serious and cool. Yeah, let's not forget, like, back then, Steve Carell was going to play Steve, and Jack Black just took a role, which, once again, oh, nice reference. I'm David Hasselhoff. Where's your boat? Boat? Funny enough, it's funny that David Hasselhoff is actually making an original song for the new SpongeBob game, because, you know, every time we think of David Hasselhoff, our parents will think Baywatch, but for us, we're like, oh, we know him from SpongeBob. Minecraft movie is not accurate. Straight up facts. Alex, I mean, yeah, Alex is only, like, in the post-credit scene, but that's about it. So they just purposely, like, save Alex for, like, sequel bait. Let me just read this. The Ender Dragon's not in it. I mean, the only Ender Dragon reference is where Jack Black starts singing "The Ender Dragon is a hell of a foe." It feels more like an original movie that at some point where it's titled a Minecraft movie. It just feels like a big budget parody just to milk off from Minecraft.
Anyway, heck, Minecraft is my second least favorite movie. Okay, number one is the Sonic remake. Yeah, that movie was not good at all. I mean, at least for Minecraft, there's a guilty pleasure vibe to it, but it's a funny thing that everyone agrees by saying, yeah, the Minecraft movie, sure, the memes were funny, but the movie's not that good. And obviously, Sonic 3 is like the much better, more superior video game movie by comparison. Because like I said, at least Sonic 3 has passion, there's heart, there's actually like, you know, commitment to like, Sonic 3 offers something for the fans, but also offers something for people who are not fans to be entertained by the movie. So the Sonic movies, and I would say the Mario movies, brings fans together in a passionate and a more enjoyable love letter way, while the Minecraft is just stupid brain rot stuff. Anyway, let me said, Sean Levy, I suppose, to direct and imagine a Minecraft movie directed by the same guy who did Free Guy, Deadpool, Wolverine, Stranger Things. Before the Minecraft movie, people fan casted Jason Momoa as Steve. He was already perfect for the role, but instead we got him playing another random character. Yeah, playing Garrett as a freaking garbage man. He was funny in the movie, but it was so... Okay, here's what I don't get about the Minecraft movie. I feel like that movie has like an identity crisis, like, who's the main character? Is Steve the main character? Is Garrett the main character? Is this dorky Henry boy the main character? And yeah, let's not forget that weird joke that they did when they were flying up in the air. But you know, the one thing that's really baffling is the Minecraft movie made more money than Sonic 3. And let that sink with guys. Minecraft only came out like, what, 2009? While Sonic the Hedgehog has been around for like over 30 years. And now we finally got like 3 good Sonic movies. While Minecraft, on the other hand, is only like came out for like, what, 15 years? Minecraft never had a sequel. All it just got is like bonus content like storybook and DLC packs. But no, Minecraft made more money because of the haha chicken jockey, flooded steel, I am Steve. I thought you mean big guy, I mean I am. Bro, so please don't remind me of the Ice Spice song. But man, it's all the internet's fault for the jokes. When I saw Minecraft beat Sonic 3, you have no idea. It's like, bro, yeah, I was honestly really pissed off by saying, bro, like I didn't expect Sonic 3 to make $1 billion because, let's be honest, guys, sadly, I don't think any Sonic movie will ever reach $1 billion like Mario. But Minecraft over Sonic? What is up with the general audience, man? I mean, outside from the fan base, I mean, that's why for me, I like playing Minecraft, but I was never like a die-hard fan. I just like the music, I like the gameplay, and I definitely like the collab, but I wasn't like a huge fanatic where I just go dive deep to Lloyd. Yeah, Jack Black was considered to voice Steve. He actually was off to voice a pig. I think Matt Berry was considered to play Steve, but instead he voiced a villager at the very end that was dating Jennifer Coolidge in the film due to schedule conflicts. But yeah, it was kind of funny to see Jack Black voicing a pig. So at some point they wanted to be involved by saying like, hey, you know you're very good things. Most people just say quantity over quality. Yep, that's what it is, and make a lot of theater employees just make them upset. I can't feel my toes. I just realized I'm just playing as Patrick while... No, Team Patrick while I'm playing as SpongeBob. It's Sonic Racing all around the world. But yeah, the Minecraft movie sequel, I bet you guys are going to be like, yeah, I'd rather watch the Simpsons movie sequel and the Superman sequel, which honestly, yeah, I would agree. If I had to choose like a movie in July 27, Superman 2 and Simpsons movie 2, probably would check that over Minecraft 2. But yeah, once when that sequel comes out, theater employees are going to quit their jobs after that because of the immature behavior of teenagers just trashing up the theaters. I feel bad for somebody's grandpa by saying, hey, why are they throwing popcorn at us or bringing live chicken in? Like, Minecraft fans for those theaters are like the equivalent of, hey, the substitute teacher's here, let's trash up the classroom. And then the substitute teacher just leaves the note for the main teacher and then they get disappointed with the class. That's what the Minecraft chicken jockey tantrum that's happened in the theaters kind of reminds me of. Dang, I'm already leveling up. Like, hopefully... Okay, I think the goal is, if I reach at least a 2,000, then I'm satisfied for, like, playing this game. Which, speaking of which, I gotta check, like, how long I've been going the stream. Been going for... Okay, we're halfway there to 2 hours, as I wanted it to be. Because, like I said, usually, most of the time, take, like, a 2-hour game stream. Because I actually wanted to do this a lot earlier, guys, but I know, like... I feel like today was like much more smart because, you know, it's the weekend and people are a lot more free. And, you know, this probably might be, hold on, let me just see this one comment about Simpsons movie 2. Kind of excited for Simpsons movie 2 because I grew up with the Simpsons one at a time. My parents would actually watch together and 2D animation. The one thing I just would agree is when you mentioned your parents went to see the Simpsons movie, yeah, I saw the first movie where we see
Bart Simpson's Ding Dong so long. It's kind of ironic because I was playing the Simpsons Fortnite stream, which I will say they did a good job bringing Springfield alive and having the skins of Ned Flanders, Homer Simpson, Marge, Bart, Lisa, and even Krusty Clown, which I thought that was nice. Hey, what's this sound does? Let me guess, Bikini Bottom. Oh, White Space. It's going to be so weird to see SpongeBob in a Shadow the Hedgehog-based level that we're doing in this game. But hey, it's a Sonic game. What else will you can take from here? But yeah, I am kind of looking forward, which yeah, I will agree with you in the last comment, like, hey, at least we'll get a fully 2D animated movie that will not be a box office hit. I'm the mascot of an evil company. Which, yeah, joke's on you, Bart Simpson. You're the one that's being owned by Mickey Mouse now, since you guys keep on predicting so many things in real life. But yeah, it's kind of fun that they even predict the sequel by saying, oh, not make a Simpsons movie in like 20 years. So I'm like, yeah, that's so ironic. But yeah, I feel like the Simpsons movie was probably like the third movie I saw in theaters. Because the first movie I saw in theaters was Pixar's Cars in 2006. I was only like 4 around that time. And then I went to watch this other Disney movie called The Bridge to Terabithia, which was a really sad movie. And then a Simpsons movie, that was like the one that I watched. I remember I was sitting next to Homer and the Simpsons family couch gag, like at the theater at a local Cinemark when I was younger. Heck, I remember I even got the Burger King toys on the Simpsons movie because just like SpongeBob, the Simpsons was being marketed for Burger King around that time. It's weird that the shows like Simpsons still going on and people don't talk about it as much as other adult cartoons like South Park or Rick and Morty or even Family Guy. Family Guy gets like the most memes, but the Simpsons does not, because even though yes, the Simpsons is running longer, but you know, South Park, Family Guy, and Rick and Morty are a lot more longer running adult cartoons. Let's not forget Smiling Friends, which is another adult cartoon that's taking the spotlight away, because you know that's gonna take over. Oh, we were right there, man. Because I know I saw the memes everywhere. Because you know, there's always gonna be like a yes, I love that reference. Spider Pig. Does whatever a Spider-Pig has. Wait a minute, guys. I just realized something. Spider-Man 3, Shrek the Third, and Simpsons came out in 2007, right? What's happening in 2027? Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse, Shrek 5, a Transformers movie, Simpsons movie 2. Man, 2027 is just going to be a rehash of 2007 because, you know, history repeats itself, try and you succeed, you're the best around. But yeah, 2027, we're just living in 2007, because it's literally the third Spider-Man movie in a franchise. We're getting a Shrek movie, rumor has it for a Transformers ride, and now we're getting a Simpsons movie. Okay, just to make it more uncanny, we need a Pirates of the Caribbean movie in 2027. One other movie came out in 2007. We need a Marvel movie to come around that year. Like I said, I'm just trying to think what other movies came out in the year 2007. We definitely need a Disney. Oh yeah, a Pixar movie. Ratatouille came out in Pixar 2007. I think Pixar is going to do like a movie called Gato that also takes place in Europe or something. So that kind of makes sense for the whole 2027 movies being rehashed. I just saw that in a post by saying, "Holy crap, we're reliving our childhood again." Except for me, I'm gonna be that old fart in my mid-20s watching Shrek, Beyond the Spider-Verse, and the Simpsons movie sequel. But that being said, guys, I honestly would rather take the Simpsons movie 2 over Minecraft 2 any day. I'm just saying, 2027 is going to be such a big year of movies where Hollywood's going to be... I feel like Hollywood is trying to make 2027 not only a big sequel year, but probably make it the biggest movie year of the decade. Which that's going to be really hard for me to become a content creator. Well, who am I kidding? I'm going to be like a content creator for like 11 years when that comes out. So I think that's going to be really challenging for me. But oh man, let me just see that. I want the marketing for Simpsons movie 2 to be as huge as the first one. Because let's not forget that 7-Eleven did like a big collab with the Kiwi Market and Simpsons Billboard, Burger King. I think they're going to go crazy for the sequel and make fun of Disney multiple times since Disney owns the rights. Man, my throat's killing me, man. Aw, man, I thought we were getting close to 2,000. Careful, man, there's a brand new suit here. Okay, 1 hour 42 minutes, not bad. Streets of Woolfield 20 used to be a Lowe's Theater location till 2006, now in AMC. They acquired Lowe's City Walk Orlando, now location in Cinemark. Yeah, which I actually went to that theater not too long ago of the City Walk one where I went to watch the new Jurassic World movie. I probably might go back to City Walk just to watch Grinch in live action since they are doing the Grinch stuff at Universal. And there's literally like a big black and white Jim Carrey poster from Larry Larson. I'm like, oh, great. 2027 feels like it's going to be for me. Yeah, 2027 is going to be crazy. You got Sonic 4, The Batman Part 2, Beyond the Spider-Verse, Simpsons 2, Man of Tomorrow, which is the Superman sequel, Shrek 5 and Secret Wars. I just noticed that 27, you got like 4 of the biggest superhero franchises all together. Spider-Man, Batman, Superman, and the Avengers having one movie together. Anyway, on to the Bikini Bottom. Let me just play as Patrick because I've been playing as SpongeBob too many times. But man, it's like 2027 is like telling you want to grow up. 2027 will be the years of movies because 2025, yeah, I feel like 2025, I'm going to be honest with you, I don't think the movies were like as exciting as 2024 because we got Sonic 3, Deadpool and Wolverine, and we actually got like solid animated movies from Transformers 1, Inside Out 2. So yeah, I definitely say 25's movies is not like as exciting as 24's movies. I mean, aside from Superman because I really like Superman, but 2026 movie is going to have most exciting ones, which I will remind everyone in the chat that Spider-Man Brand New Day, along with the Super Mario Galaxy movie, for right now, I would say Spider-Man Brand New Day and Mario Galaxy movie, those are like my most anticipated movies for 2026 because one, nostalgia for Mario Galaxy games, I'm excited for the new Spider-Man movie. Doomsday, I'm still going to give it a chance, even though the leaks are kind of boggling my mind. I'm like, I just need to see a trailer in order to be like, should I get excited for this? Should I get concerned? I'm just like 50-50, like how they're going to handle this. Because, you know, it could either be a thing that would bring everyone back together for Marvel or it could split it up. So I'm just going to keep my expectations the same for Doomsday. But for Toy Story 5, I already shared my thoughts for Toy Story 5 by saying unnecessary, but the Toys vs. Technology thing is interesting, which they could have done that for like the earlier movies. So for 26, definitely Spider-Man Brand New Day and Mario, the Super Mario Galaxy movie are like my top 2 most anticipated movies for next year. Let me read this. Even worse, Sonic 4 comes a week before my 21st birthday, so I come before start drinking one. And then for me, you want to know how old I'm going to be? 25. Since literally we're playing a SpongeBob game, I'm going to be 25 when Sonic 4 comes out, because the first movie came out when I was in high school, I was 18. Second movie, I was 20. Third movie, I was 23. And then in my brain, it's like, bro, am I going to be making the Sonic movie content until I'm 30? I'm going to be married. I'm going to have kids. I'm going to be that. I'm going to be 16 for Sonic 4. Well, good for you, Cameron. At least you're going to stay young. For me, I'm definitely going to be hitting that unk stage. But yeah, Sonic 4, the one thing I'll give Sonic 4 credit, thank goodness it's like released in the first quarter of the new year, just like how the first movie was back in Valentine's Day 2020. So I'm like, yeah, whatever's going to be happening in my personal life, hopefully I can make time enough for it. Because I do believe when I make content for like the first 3 movies, I'm like, well, at least I have the freedom to do it. But for the 4th movie, I don't think I'm going to be as available to make content for it all the time like I did with the first 3 movies. Because, you know, guys, when you grow up, you definitely have to take your life responsibilities a lot more serious than ever before. So I'll try my best to like make Sonic 4 content no matter how older I'm getting or how busier I get. But you know, the Sonic movies, like it or not, they're the reasons why that it helps my channel gain more subs. I mean, when I make content for the 3rd movie, I gained like, what, 3,000, 4,000 subscribers because of that? So, you know, gotta keep on going with it. But we're not too far away with Sonic 4, guys, because I know they're going to start filming literally next year. I mean, the same year when Sonic, the franchise as a whole, becomes 35 years old. And then not only just that, we'll get, like, more official updates rather than just rumors. And Sonic 4 will be, like, having more updates by 26, like who's the voice of Amy Rose, Jim Carrey coming back. We might get a trailer by the end of 2026. So, yeah, I definitely expect, like, Sonic 4, big major news, like, coming up next year, and then we get the movie like coming out in March 2027. Hey Paramount, Sega, I'm a big fan of the Sonic movies. My content gets viral because of that. Could you guys invite me to the car premiere of Sonic 4 for spring 2027? Paramount, Sega, please hire me. I'm just playing, y'all. Anyway, let me just see this. I would probably watch Toy Story 5 because my sister begged me to watch it. I'm not really excited because I stopped caring about this 4th movie. I feel like ever since they got Woody back for the 5th movie, it kind of makes the 4th movie kind of pointless aside from bringing back Bo Peep and introducing new characters to sell new toys. I mean, expand the story, I guess. Hey Patrick, I thought something funny than 24. What is it? 25. I probably might make that joke once when I become 25, since I recently just turned 24. 24. So, yeah, like, say your name. Oh, 24. Literally just 2 Patricks. Thanks, my wife is trying to grow a beard. I'll take 20. Yeah, hold on. If I make 100, I'm definitely going to take, like, over 1K tickets. So I can definitely have enough to afford for, like, maybe a couple of air horns. Tap boost, air trick. I gotta see, like, how much am I compared to my quote-unquote friends, even though these friends online never play this game with me, because, like we said, the majority of Sonic fans are usually Nintendo Switch users and not PS5 people. Especially when I go live, it's like, hey guys, want to do a collaboration with me? I mean, the only person that did collab was my very first one, which was Soggy Pickles, which shout out to that bro, was my very first Sonic Racing CrossWorlds stream. I might take her for Mario Galaxy since she liked the first one. I'm more excited for that one. Let's be honest, guys. Out of all the animated movie trailers from Toy Story 5, the 4th SpongeBob movie, let's be honest. The Mario Galaxy movie trailer easily clears, like, as the best trailer of them all. Because, bro, from the references, Rosalina, Bowser Jr., the Water Planet, and the Sand Kingdom from Super Mario Odyssey, that's what I'm just saying. Is like, it's literally like one of my most anticipated movies, because I think I mentioned this before in my reaction video that the Mario Galaxy games are easily my favorite. Like, Super Mario Galaxy 2 is like the Sonic Adventure 2 of Mario games for me personally. So, obviously, as a fan of the Galaxy games growing up, I love the music. And I'm like, well, since they got Brian Tyler back to work on the music for the first movie, I'm like, dude, the music for the Mario sequel is going to be peak, just like the first one. So, it is. Hey, they play Super Sonic Racing. I remember when 7-Eleven locations were transformed to Kiwi Market. Yeah, I remember that back in 2007. Yes, I can confirm they were Orlando. Yeah, I thought that was funny. I'm like, was Illumination aware of the whole Prowler theme song from the Spider-Verse movies? Like, playing that Prowler theme? Because clearly it's a meme on the internet. But, you know, that's how proves that how not only universally successful those Spider-Verse movies are, but how the Spider-Verse movies changed both animation and superhero movies forever. But the one thing I did not know is when Bowser Jr. changed to his quote-unquote Prowler form, I did not know it was a reference to Super Mario Bros. Wonder, because obviously I've never played Wonder, because that's clearly a recent Mario game. That game existed like months after the first Mario movie, so I'm like, huh, I thought that was pretty funny that they just add the Prowler theme. I mean, what's next? Are we going to hear, like, the Miguel O'Hara theme, like in Mario Movie 3, and just hear... Because the Spider-Verse movies do have a habit of, like, having a music track that becomes a meme on the internet, so I won't be surprised if Beyond the Spider-Verse does the exact same thing, which we won't get Beyond the Spider-Verse until 27. Hey, they're playing the Sonic CD song. I know I'm trying to catch up with the chat, but now we're just going on to another dimension. I just came through my senses. Fits in. Why am I singing Spider-Verse songs? We should be talking about SpongeBob. Woo! And the words of Squidward. Future! Future! Okay, now we're in the digital circuit shot, the Hedgehog level. He seems to be using the paintbrush with Super Mario Sunshine, which, I will be honest with you guys, as much as I'm excited for, Galaxy movie, and as much as I'm happy that they're adapting the Mario games, the question is, what can they do for the third movie? Because Galaxy is such a big, grand-scale story in the lore of Mario. What can they do? Because I don't think they could do Odyssey, because they're already using Odyssey references from the first Mario movie, along with the second one, where they're literally going to the Sand Kingdom in the trailer, and, they already have Rosalina and Bowser Jr. The only characters that we haven't seen yet is Yoshi, despite we saw the Pillsbury Cookie leak that we've already saw from the leaks. So I don't think they're going to show Yoshi yet till the next trailer. And the other characters that we still haven't got in the Mario movie universe is Princess Daisy, Wario, and Waluigi. So I think they're going to save Daisy and Wario and Waluigi for the third movie. But the question is, what could they adapt? Because there are some Sunshine references in the second one, but I remember back then fans thought it was going to be called Super Mario World, mainly because Yoshi was going to have a big role, but they didn't even show Yoshi in the trailer. So who came to your reaction for Mario Galaxy? You literally were set. Bro, I have my standards, y'all. I mean, for me, it's like, bro, Rosalina is by far one of the most attractive video game characters of all history, next to Samus from all that. Because, bro, Rosalina, yeah, I hit that, bro. I mean, same goes for Peach, same goes for Daisy. I mean, the Mario franchise has plenty of baddies when it comes to the princesses. Heck, even Pauline too. Anyway, I'm heading off for the night. Have a good night, Daniel. Yeah, thanks for coming in, Ethan. I would like to see Giga Bowser. I think Bowser's Fury, or hell, maybe Mario Kart movie. I mean, that only depends because we did got Mario Kart segment in the first movie, and we did get a little reference from the Bowser Fury. Oh, okay. I like what you're cooking. I like what you're cooking on. This user right here. Third movie could be Mario Sunshine, or maybe the Mario Sports size where there's like a lot of characters. Yeah, then you can incorporate Mario, Waluigi, and Daisy. Because look, as much as I'm excited for Rosalina in the movie, I'm like, bro, can't believe we got Rosalina before Daisy. But hey, this is coming from the same piece where we got Shadow the Hedgehog before Amy Rose and Metal Sonic. Which I feel like the Mario movies is like taking notes from Sonic 3 by saying, let's just move on to like the fan favorite characters that everybody loves. Like obviously Shadow was like the fan favorite that everyone loves, so of course that's why they did that for Sonic 3. And then Mario 2 did the exact same thing. Let's put in the fan favorites: Rosalina, Bowser Jr., and Yoshi. I think I'm doing Mario Party would be a downgrade for the third movie. Yeah, because I don't think you can really do a plot. Yes, I hope we do a sequel. We see Chef Pee-Pee and Jeffy. It's more like, yeah, we could definitely see Jeffy just saying strawberry, 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 strawberry. And then Chef Pee-Pee just singing like, my name and life, my name and life. I think everything was right. Junior, Bowser. That would have been funny. We need to see Charlie from Charlie and Friends. Hi, guys. I'm Charlie. Ow, ow. And today, I'm going to be in the new Super Marvin Galaxy movie. I bet your bond dollar Logan is going to make fun of it. Like saying, yeah, Logan cannot see the Super Marvin Galaxy movie. Because I like how Logan wants to make fun of Nintendo despite he got sued by it for, you know, putting South Park humor to his characters. Mainly because of Jeffy. So yeah, imagine they did this. Sonic 1, all 4 classic games, movie 2, SA2, Shadow, and 05. Yeah, that's how I would have imagined it. If it's like if they would have called Sonic 3 Sonic Adventure 2 the movie. I'm so glad they didn't do that. Because that kind of reminds me, because, guys, let's not forget about the whole rumor of Paramount wants to change the name for Sonic 4 to Sonic CD, which obviously diehard Sonic fans know what it is, but that's honestly going to confuse the general audiences. And I think kids have no idea what a CD is because they're not relevant, because we use Spotify, we use YouTube Music, so of course they're not going to know what the heck's a CD. And you know CD is short for compact disc, so I'm like, come on, I honestly think Sonic 4 is more better, so then people who are not huge Sonic fans, they won't be confused by saying, is this a sequel, a reboot, a spin-off, what is this? So, I mean, CD is clearly the main inspiration, but come on, guys, you just stick it with the 4. It's called the Sonic the Hedgehog Heroes. I mean, that's only if they want to. I still think there are going to be Heroes references, because we did get Heroes references in the third movie, but I think plot-wise, it's, like, think of it this way, like, Sonic 3's plot is 100% inspired by Sonic Adventure 2, but there are some references to the 2005 Shadow game. I feel like that's going to be like that. Like, mainly the plot is CD, but you will get Heroes references, like Metal Sonic turned into Metal Sonic, and then Metal Overlord, and then Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles doing, like, their hero moves. So I think that would be like somewhat like, you know, the quote-unquote homage. And if Jim Carrey's Eggman is back, then yes, Eggman needs help from his old Metal Sonic clones, duplicates are taking over where they, you know, disobey their master. But yeah, I really want Daisy to be in the next one. I'm going to say this, I simp for Daisy. I find Daisy more than Peach. Bro, you got good taste, and I respect you for that. I definitely agree that Daisy's a lot more attractive than Peach. But the question is, who should voice Daisy? Because for Peach, we got Anya Taylor-Joy, and then for Rosalina, we got Brie Larson, which honestly makes sense, not just because she's Captain Marvel, because, you know, Brie Larson is like a huge Nintendo fangirl that she loves Mario Galaxy, she loves Metroid, so of course, her joining the cast is like, you know, a dream come true for Brie Larson. And secondly, I kind of find it ironic that Chris Pratt, Star-Lord from the Marvel Universe, fought Thanos, and he's Mario. Brie Larson as Captain Marvel fought Thanos as well, and she's Rosalina. So if I have a nickel for like every cosmic superhero Marvel movie, no. If I have a nickel for every cosmic Marvel superhero being a Marvel movie, I'll be having 2 nickels. It's insane a lot. You know, the Dr. Doofus memes. Have you seen the Eskimo movie where Marvin has a twin brother named Lewis? Yes, I know what you're talking about. They got Captain Marvel voiced in Marvel. Yeah, bro, you didn't notice that? Like, Brie Larson plays Captain Marvel in the Marvel Universe. Hear me out. Emma Stone is Daisy. Bro, don't even think about it. You're going to get me thirsty for that, since Emma Stone is one of my favorite actresses, and she is one of my biggest celebrity crushes. Thanks a lot, Amazing Spider-Man. I think, yeah, Emma Stone would be a good one. Some people say Haley Steinfeld. I'm like, okay, that's not a bad choice because, you know, Nintendo Illumination wants to go with the big celebrity choice because I don't know what's next. Are they going to cast like another Marvel star, another Edgar Wright? Florence Pugh's Daisy, that's another good one because Anya Taylor-Joy is British, but you know, she actually puts on her American accent. I think Florence Pugh could also do the job. I saw like Florence Pugh say like, hey, any baddie you cast, no matter if they are a fan of the Nintendo games or not, that would be nice to like voice Princess Daisy. And yeah, some more Jeffrey Roberts says, I hate green beans. Never forget that Juicy Jacob dude that does like a very spawn-on Jeffy impression where he actually like cosplay as the dude. Oh man, we gotta take like how many points? Bro, like over 2,000. I'll say this, guys. Once we reach like over 2,000 points, then we'll end the stream. And I think with the amount of tickets that I'll earn, then I'll simply just use it by saying, hey, how about we, I don't know, just customize the other vehicles. Okay, hold on. Extreme gear, extreme there. Yeah, there we go. Because, you know, we've been using the paddy wagon so many times. But yeah, the possibilities are endless. As long as you don't cast Aquafina as Daisy, then that'll be fine by me. Did you say Edgar Wright? Yeah, because, you know, Anya Taylor-Joy and Brie Larson has been a part of Edgar Wright's movie. So if I have a nickel for any actress that's a part of, like, oh, that's... I'm not really a Mario fan. I prefer Sonic. Sorry, don't hate me. No, no. I was just honestly surprised that you didn't know that the actress who's voicing... Yeah, the actress who's voicing Rosalina is voicing Captain Marvel. Yeah, Captain Marvel's playing Rosalina. So that's one of the things I just want to point that out. But it's fine, bro, because you're not the only one, because there actually are some Sonic fans out there that are not Mario fans, but they do like Nintendo by saying, yeah, I don't like Mario, but I do like Legend of Zelda. So I'm like, yeah, everyone has their own preference when it comes to video games. That's fine, bro. I mean, like I said, I like Mario, but, you know, Sonic is, like, the most passionate about it. And, you know, the one thing that Sega does with Nintendo is at least Sonic has fan conventions that you can go that's approved by Sega. But if you do, like, a Mario fan event, that's only under Nintendo's thing because, you know, Nintendo's very corporate and Nintendo's, like, you know, a lot more, you know, strict when it comes to the rules. One of my friends made a joke by saying if Black Yoshi has a voice, Hex saying if he... could do the Black Yoshi voice. Yeah, Black Yoshi's confirmed to be in the SMO movie. Yo, folk, what are you doing? Gotta get a new couple of Kool-Aids. What's your thoughts on the new Bikini Bottom? What do you mean by that? You mean the Bikini Bottom in this game or the new SpongeBob video game that's currently out right now? Yo, dude. I actually made jokes on Scott Pilgrim that made me more jealous that his ex Envy is in a Mario movie. Yeah, that's honestly pretty crazy. I mean, what's next? Cast the girl who plays Ramona Flowers playing Daisy? Wait, that actually does ring a bell. Ramona Flowers as Princess Daisy. I get it. Daisy Flower, ha ha ha. 10 out of 10 joke. Everyone's laughing in the theater. But yeah, I think her name is Mary Elizabeth, I can't even say her name, but I know Scott Pilgrim, like, I know Scott Pilgrim, the movie was like, what, referencing Pac-Man, but then the cartoon was like, hey, you know you like Sonic, do you like Sonic the Hedgehog? There's like 3 cartoons that have different tones that's voiced by the same guy, and then you got Ramona Flowers, the cartoon by saying Sonic guy. I mean, I will be honest, Scott Pilgrim's couple with Ramona Flowers, yeah, I knew that. But hey, like what I said, dude, if I have a nickel for any actress that works on an Edgar Wright movie to voice a Princess and Mario, because I remember I Show Speed, what did I Show Speed say in his reaction in the trailer? Oh, it's Elsa! Because, yeah, I guess you could say Rosalina is basically Nintendo's Elsa. But let's say this, I will take Rosalina over Elsa any day, in my opinion. So, yeah, I had a feeling someone was going to make that joke once when the trailer just dropped. But I know once when the trailer drops, we gotta show Yoshi at some point because we literally saw the design for what Yoshi looks like, and I'm pretty sure if they're gonna do Yoshi, they better do the same thing like they did with Groot. Like, you know, he only just speaks in his language, and they probably might keep the same voice actor with Yoshi. I want low-key Spawn for the game just for the heck of it. I don't think Spawn would fit in the tone of the Sonic franchise, but you know, just let a fanboy dream. Oh, okay, let me see. Yeah, thank you for a correctory. If Mary Elizabeth Winston plays Daisy, will be the biggest dream of mine since I have, like, the biggest crush, and her have a big crush on her and Daisy. Yeah, bro, you're gonna be living the dream if she ever gets cast from as Daisy into the movies. And I think it would be fun to have some woman that plays Ramona Flowers in the Scott Pilgrim franchise literally voicing Daisy. I think that honestly would be a pretty good casting choice if you ask me. So hey, if that was the case for you, bro, you would just be like literally buying the ticket. I know I'm falling behind on the racetrack because I'm just too distracted with the chat. So I'm like, it doesn't matter. At least I should be getting some more tickets. Is Magikarp in on the rail? Never take the rest. Flying to the mountains. Hey, they play the classic theme of the dun 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 dun. Yeah, I was playing Sonic 3. Anyway, let me see. Unrelated, but who would you cast as a new April O'Neil to cast? I'm like Scarlett Johansson. I'm pretty sure she revealed that she had a crush on Raphael. I mean, I think it could be possible to put Scarlett Johansson in Timothy. I don't know if she could be April O'Neil because I feel like April, you need someone to be younger for the role because usually April's a teenager, but I definitely would agree that I would like to see ScarJo in the Timothy franchise. I mean, she was in Anna Kendrick. I mean, I would see that, but she's too, like I said, guys, she's, like I said, those actresses, I love Anna Kendrick and I love ScarJo, but I feel like they're too old for the role because they're both in their 40s. I would finally cast someone younger to play April, late teens, early 20s, play April, just have young teenage vibes, because when they were casting Megan Fox, and Michael Bay Turtle swims by saying they did not cast Megan Fox just because she's a perfect part for April O'Neil. They just want to do this so they can show Megan Fox's hot body on screen. So I'm like, yeah, I know what Michael Bay and his crew were thinking. But anyway, let me just continue on. iShowSpeed did the same thing where he called out Princess Peach. Oh yeah, Princess Bubblegum from Adventure Time. Oh yeah, I remember that. Then who's he gonna compare Daisy to? So what? One of the Disney princesses or something? Yo, is that the Black Whopper Krabby Patty from the Halloween Whopper? Bro, what was that? You guys just saw that. The Patrick Whopper, it kind of looks like the Black Halloween Whopper that makes you have green poop when you eat it. Bro, I did not see that coming. But it's a good thing we got that on cam on stream, y'all. Also, I lost count how many tickets that we got because, I was too distracted what's going on in the chat. Sonic Racing all around the crap. We're already in 2 hours already. Usually I would end, but right now I'm too locked in to get 2,000 tickets so I can get more horns. Man, I could have just matched along with the paddy wagon. Honestly, if Michael Bay Ninja Turtles would have had Cameron, chill, bro. Anyway, he may call her Daisy, Belle from... Oh, yeah, that would be perfect. iShowSpeed would be Princess Belle from Beauty and the Beast. Okay, that would make sense because, Belle has, the yellow dress because I'm bro, if he compared Rosalina to Elsa from Frozen, Princess Bubblegum from Adventure Time, Belle from Beauty and the Beast will be the best one. I wouldn't be surprised if iShowSpeed, it's sweet victory, yeah. It's yeah, Cameron, chill, we're in a live stream. So, bro, look how the way how SpongeBob's running. I'm doing it. Oh, I'm doing it. SpongeBobbing it. But hey, it's quite equal that we're doing different SpongeBobs. 2 SpongeBobs and 2 Patricks. Yo, rule the world. Yeah, was Megan Fox too old for the role? Yes, she definitely was. She got cast as April. My version of Timothy would take place in the future where the characters are older. Because, yeah, Mutant Mayhem, we basically got, teenagers voice saying the Turtles, but I feel like the 2007 movie is because I don't know if the 2007 movie is technically canon to the 1990 Jim Henson's movies, but, I feel it would have been, something just to do. But yeah, I don't know, whatever direction they want to do, do the teenage route, do the old adults, SpongeBob is surfing. Yeah, there goes SpongeBob, ripping his pants again. The fool who ripped his pants. That's why when I saw that where, the game... Okay, if Speed saw his bowling, he'll be like Scarlet Witch without the power. Hey, yo, it's Scarlet Witch from Marvel. Peppa Pig, they got me my own episode. Shout to Pepper. And yes, I did so. I showed Speed's reaction of seeing Speed in the Sonic movies. And then we've taken Eggman's role in Sonic 3. He's like, yo, I'm dead. Yo, it's Shadow. Why would Sonic attack me? Yeah, I did saw Speed's reaction. What if he was in the Sonic movies? What if Speed was in Endgame? Was he in Infinity War? My favorite one is gotta be, what if iShowSpeed was in Peppa Pig? Ben! Yo, is this you? Ben.
And bro, where did Ben come from? Portugal versus Argentina. Ronaldo versus Messi. Or that one viral clip where IShowSpeed's like wearing like an Elvis Presley outfit, and he's talking to Freddy Fazbear from Five Nights at Freddy's. And he's like, "Come on, Freddy, Ronaldo or Messi?" And then the part where Speed tells Freddy, Chico or what he said Chico or Roxy, and I'm like, bro, keep my dog's name out your mouth. I was like, bro, don't you dare mention my dog's name in front of Freddy Fazbear, since I literally have a dog named Roxy. Which I know Five Nights at Freddy's fans come up to me by saying, oh, like the dog, like Five Nights at Freddy's. No, not FNAF. Her name was not inspired by that. Come on, jellyfish jelly on the floor. Hey all you people, hey all you people, hey all you people, would you listen to me? I just had a sandwich, don't worry, Jerry sandwich, a jellyfish with fish jelly. Hey man, you got to try the sandwich. It's the tastiest sandwich in the seas. Get him out of medic. Sorry, y'all, I thought that was funny, because, you know, I remember actually singing that song out loud, Little Caesars, I thought it was funny. I guess the Frozen 4 is happening as well, bro, because one, that franchise is a cash grab for Disney, and I heard that the voice actors are getting paid $60 million to do Frozen 3, Frozen 4. That's like the highest paid for any voiceover role for Disney. And tell me Ron Williams does. Let's get around the campfire. Yeah, I like that song that Fred sings. Jellyfish for just Shelly. And I will admit, the blue jelly, the blue jelly Krabby Patty honestly looks pretty delicious, in my opinion. But like we said, shout out to Cooking with Fred, because he does a good job making cartoon recipes. Have you seen The Office? Of course I have. Dude, we might be experiencing the high tide. Woo! Okay, now I'm seeing what's going on. 1,857, so I have to get like 30 more tickets. I mean, like I said, guys, the goal is 2,000, and then we'll call it a night here, so then I could race against all these NPCs. I think the stream might be a little longer than I thought. Yeah, guys, I'm only strictly doing the SpongeBob characters because, like, as much as I love the Sonic characters, but I've already done that in the last previous streams. Remember an episode where Mario was getting a nanny because Jeff was... Yeah, thanks for pointing out that reference. Hashtag no sipping for plankton. Oh yeah, dang, that my guardian angel. Hashtag no sipping for plankton. You know what I'm talking about, because I referenced that as a random meme. Did that for Winnie Daffy Duck. I even referenced that when I went to the SpongeBob store at the Universal place, which I am looking forward to going back to Universal during Back in Odds of Adventure. Bro, it's so uncanny to see Vector in his Big the Cat type of outfit. Which, speaking of Sonic, guys, I saw the recent leaks of the DC crossover where Rouge is Catwoman, Blaze the Cat is Starfire, and Big the Cat is Aquaman. I'm like, bro, I mean, for Big, it makes sense because he likes fish in the water, but I thought Vector the Crocodile would be Aquaman because, you know, he's a crocodile that swim. I just think Vector would have been more appropriate as Aquaman. But also, I see Dr. Eggman having the Lex Luthor outfit because, spoiler alert for the Sonic DC crossover, Eggman hints that he's teaming up with Lex Luthor after when the Justice League and the Sonic Heroes saved the day. So I feel like they are going to make a sequel to that, which is why we're getting merch leaks of Rouge and Catwoman, Blaze and Starfire, and Big the Cat and Aquaman, and Eggman with Lex Luthor. Because, you know, just like with this game, the DC collab's happening. Woo, yeah, Blaze Starfire. Yeah, bro. There are leaks online that actually shows merchandise leaks that Blaze, the Cat, and Starfire are going to be teaming up. So you're telling me in the DC crossover, we only have 3 Teen Titans characters, Beast Boy, Cyborg, and Starfire, but not Robin and Raven? It's like, bro, big missed opportunity to Robin for, like, showing up since he's literally Batman's sidekick. So I'm like, bro, that's not fair. Because I don't think Starfire, because yeah, Starfire and Catwoman were not in the first 5 issues of the DC crossover, but Lex Luthor was. Neither was Aquaman 2. I mean, what's going to be next? Martian Manhunter, Robin. We did get a Joker cameo where Shadow Batman was there. Anyway, I'm going to catch up to the chat real quick. First SpongeBob movie. Yeah, I can't read this, guys. I'm sorry. I want to read this. Hear me out. Black Doom's Dark Side. That would be cool. Classic. Okay, yeah, I can see that with Classic Sonic. Mephiles or Infinite as Deathstroke. I think Infinite would make the most sense because, you know, Infinite wears a mask and Slade wears a mask for Deathstroke. I think that also would be pretty nice. But Cameron, just like you predict, like, what if they put DC characters in this?
I think that would be cool. I know it would be silly to see Batman. I mean, for Batman, he has the Batmobile. Superman gets his own car. The Flash, even though he runs. I think that would be nice. Anyway, let me read this. The first SpongeBob movie is actually one of the best animated movies. The movie has a beautiful message. Almost everyone you can enjoy. Prove to everyone that you are someone, whether you are a kid or someone that knows mermaid matches. I'm also a goofball and a wingnut and a happy spender, but most of all, I'm going to do that. Yeah, that's what I like about the first movie. I just feel like the message still holds up, especially when you get older. And yeah, I know it's just like being blinded by nostalgia, but it is definitely the most nostalgic SpongeBob movie of them all. And even though, yeah, I will say this, the songs in the first movie still slaps. Now that we're men, we are invincible. Now that men, we change my underwear. Now that we're men, we're trying to sell city, get the crown, na-na-na, and Mr. Krabs. We never even showed that we were kids. Don't. Ba-na-na-na, da-na-da-na-da-da. Like I said, still a banger since 2004. I think that song was basically an original track, but then the crew behind the movie decided to make that as an original song. Yeah, we're playing Patrick Star Frontiers, y'all. Like I said, it's so uncanny to see Patrick Star and SpongeBob in the Sonic Frontiers Island, even though Frontiers is a very serious Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild type of game. Heck, I wouldn't be surprised if I see myself streaming playing Sonic Frontiers, probably just for one time before my PlayStation Plus expires, which is why I'm doing this whole online gaming gig, because I'm like, yeah, I want to do this for a while. And besides, it's been a while since I've done a PS5 gaming stream, so I'm like, yeah, I just want to like make for the best of it, guys. Yeah, I just knock over Bella, which is like the most overused name for any dog aside from Luna. Twinkle, twinkle, Patrick Star, escalators, Eos. Ah, blow me! Oh, you said the boo. Obviously, it's a Sailor Mouth episode. I just saw the uncensored version where Tom Kenny literally says, ah, blow me! It's like, whoa, watch the potty mouth, SpongeBob. Anyway, let me just read that. No, I didn't get to read that message. PS5 expires. No, not the PlayStation Plus, because I actually pay like a monthly subscription where I can actually, because for this game, Sonic Racing CrossWorlds, it's definitely like a more cross-playing platforming game, and if I don't pay up the PlayStation Plus, I cannot play with anyone online. Like, I can still play the game, but PlayStation Plus, for me, like as a PlayStation 5 user, that's how I can play with anyone in any console, no matter if you own a Switch, an Xbox Series X, or even a PC or PS5, because like I said, the majority of Sonic fans are not PS5 users for some reason, but my close friends, they like Sonic, but they're not like die-hard fans of the franchise. They're just like on the casual side, you know? But for those that are like not, but for the people who are not really like my close friends, they're like, oh, I just like your content. They usually just like come and go when it comes to like with the whole gaming collab. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stick with the surfboard. I think I'll save the last of it for everything else. It's like somebody just in need to blow to weed them out. I'm calling it the Nasty Patty. My parents won't let me get a PS5, so that's why I won't get a PS5. I thought it was because, you know, PS5s are usually expensive, because I didn't get a PS5 for like 3 years ever since the PS4 in 2021. I mean, the main number one reason why I want to get PS5, because one, since I'm a big Spider-Man fan, I want to play all the Insomniac Spider-Man games, and yeah, I still love those games to this day. And secondly, I just feel like PS5, I mean, no disrespect for anyone that owns a Switch, but I feel like Switches are just more for, you know, like what Nintendo does, like appeals to the family. Mostly a lot of girls use the Switch, but for PS5, in my personal opinion, it's just more made for real men. So that's why it kind of has like that grip, especially when I'm playing like, I know Sonic Racing CrossWorlds is a family-friendly game, but for other games that are a lot more serious, like Red Dead Redemption 2 or GTA or any like shooting games, like I want to get to like my hands on the grip for it and just be like, yeah, I'm feeling the urge just to feel like a pro. But yeah, I just got Sonic Racing CrossWorlds because, you know, the best thing about Sonic games is like anything. And yeah, this is technically the only Sonic game that I could play. I've never seen a girl with a Nintendo Switch. Really? Bro, I don't know like if you have any platonic female friends or female women that you know in your community, but most of the time they're like, oh, I own a Switch, either because they like Mario or Animal Crossing or they play Sonic for some reason. But yeah, mostly if it's a girl that usually owns a Nintendo Switch, obviously, you know, you expect them to play like, yeah, I want to play the cutie cute games. But then there are some girls out there that actually use PS5, like there's like 2 female people that I know that actually use PS5 but saying, yeah, let's up on Rivals, let's up on Fortnite. Like, you know, that's what we would do. And the reason why I'm not considering to, like, you know, stream Fortnite, because I know I only do it with my close friends, and secondly, it's not as, you know, really exciting when it comes to Sonic Racing CrossWorlds, because at least for Sega music there's no copyright, but for Fortnite there is technically like copyright licensed music, which is why I muted the music from that game not too long ago when I did the whole Scooby-Doo collab. But hey, if they ever put the Grinch in Fortnite, I'm spending my V-Bucks on that, but I know they're not going to do that since I know they were recently doing like a season finale event for the game. And speaking of which, yeah, that quote, you planted grass? Grass! But anyway, where was I getting at? Zavok as Bane. I can see that. Mephiles as Joker. I think that would make sense. Metal Sonic as Reverse Flash. That would be perfect. SPO's Green Arrow. Oh, that would be great. SPO's Green Arrow. Because that's such a shame. Because I remember some Sonic fans were saying, wow, they're not even using the Team Chaos for the DC crossover. Which, yeah, I feel like Vector could have been Aquaman instead of Big the Cat. Because why Big the Cat as Aquaman? And then SPO would have been a great Green Arrow. So Sandy's a girl? Yeah, I know this episode where Sandy's trying her best to like breathe on air, and it gets to the iconic episode where SpongeBob, Patrick, Mr. Krabs, Squidward went on land. Squidward, Squidward, Squidward. And then they all get attacked by seagulls, and then they all cheer up, hip hip hooray, hip hip hooray. Final round. Man, we're about to get on through it to it. We're bringing it around town. Bringing it around town. Pull like this. Follow the technique for blowing a bubble. Come on, Roxy girl, don't be sad. When you blow a bubble, it will someday pop. Like presents on Christmas Day. I'm just uttering like any song that I can remember from SpongeBob. So it's true that Sonic is copyright free. I can use Sonic music. Yeah. I'm surprised you never considered to use Sonic music because, bro, when I use Nintendo music for Mario, I get copyright claim. But if I use any music from any Sonic game, no matter if it's the classic games, the modern games, bro, I'm pretty sure, like, if you watch any Sonic YouTuber that posts Sonic music in the past, they actually got away with, like, playing a lot of Sonic music because, yeah, it's honestly true of the Sega does what Nintendo don't. Hip hip, hooray. So don't be a jerk, it's Christmas. Anyway, because I know I'm like halfway there to get like 2,000. Am I in second place? Yeah, second place. So I'm going to get like 33 points at the bare minimum. Or maybe, no, never mind, first place. I don't think they're going to add Solaris and Chaos to do the crossover thing. Gosh dang it, I got the hiccups. Oh man. Oh, 1,926. Dang it, I'm like halfway there, so almost to 2,000, y'all. Well, I'm not going home empty-handed. Do you see the trailer, Dive Wimpy Kid, The Last Straw? Well, it's about time they finally adapt, because any Dive Wimpy Kid adaptation seems to do that. So, yeah, I'm surprised that Disney's gonna, like, adapt, like, all the books, even though, for me, I personally prefer the live-action movies, because I feel like the live-action movies are just more iconic, especially Roderick singing, babe, babe, babe. Yeah, personally, I'm like, it is what it is. But aside from SpongeBob collab, I'm just excited for like the rest of the collabs that they'll do for the rest of the game. Don't be a jerk, it's Christmas. There's a line on the line that says express that needs 10 items or less. Don't be a jerk. It's Christmas, be nice to babies and animals, old folks too. Hello. And that's like you, the way to treat you. It's the tight scenes where the street light calls, where you deck the halls. Yeah, I remember they made like this Lego SpongeBob stop motion video that they used to do back then around Christmas, and I'm like, hey, that's kind of funny because I remember I used to collect the Lego SpongeBob Lego sets, but I honestly wish Lego would have continued that after when they sort of discontinued the Mega Bloks got the rights for some reason. I don't know, that was just crazy, but they were quite nostalgic to own, like back in the good old days. We should go back down to the good old days.
Whew. Am I a pretty girl?
Oh, which park? Oh, I thought we were at the Chow Park for a second, y'all. Got a little mistaken. Okay, making sure I got things set and go. Okay, my older sister's getting into Wimpy Kid. I made her a Greg Heffley balloon. Hey, that's honestly pretty nice. Kind of wish she had the live-action ones instead of the animated ones. Yeah, because you know how peak the live-action movies were back in the day. I mean, like I said, my favorite moment from Dog Days is where Roderick sings Justin Bieber's Baby in front of his crush, which was like Holly's older sister named Heather, right? Where he goes, oh, whoa! Like, in my mind, I'm like, bro, that's literally me when I'm trying to impress my crush. Honestly, the stop-motion SpongeBob Christmas special was exciting, and I really got excited when it throughout the era of December 2013, because I remember the song was like pretty big in 2012. I remember when Tom Kenny was like performing the song live with the SpongeBob mascots. I think one time it was like either during like the Nickelodeon studio or the one things. The animated ones aren't that bad for someone's introduction was the first time, but the live action movies are more nostalgic. Yeah, I agree. Like, I will say this, like, even though yes, the Disney Plus original movies are, you know, more faithful to the animation styles of the books, but like I said, personally for me, I prefer the live action ones. So personally for me, I'm like, yeah, with all three movies, like, I definitely would agree with the popular opinion. Like, if we're ranking the live action movies, I mean, Long Haul is easily the worst one. Dog Days is in third place. The original Diary of a Wimpy Kid and Roderick Rules is like easily the best one. I'm referring to the live action one, not the Disney animated version. Because let's not forget, it gave us, when Rally was singing the iconic, wake up in the morning like it like TC. I'm like, yeah, y'all, that was my introduction to TikTok, not the app. The song by Kesha when Kesha used to be popular. Holy crap, I just got myself a bug bite. Just making sure it's not a spider bite, so then I will become Spider-Man the next couple of days. Man, I just hate it whenever I get distracted and then some random bug just bite my hand. Yeah, guys, I'm gonna be Spider-Man the next couple of days. Hopefully I won't end up in a hospital with no radioactive DNA. Welcome to the new game, Radioactive. Didn't one of the Diary of a Wimpy Kids have the girl from the season of Odd Squad? Maybe? Zooey Mama! No, what's that one dude? This one YouTuber named Z-Man Show that honestly looks like Eggman, where he decides to make Eggman saying the character's names like Purple Bird Sonic, Green Bird Sonic, and then shows Cream's mom, Vanilla Rabbit, Zooey Mama! And then just say that quote from a Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Zooey Mama! It's not a box, it's a dumb brick, you moron. No, what is that? It's not a box, it's a dumb brick, you moron. Oh, I've been trying to open it all day. Can you put Zooey Mama in it? Oh, I don't think it's not even that funny. I mean, that's the one thing I like about the live-action movies, because not only the casting was really spot on, I just think the humor just fits the tone of the film. Then you listen to the new song, Zootopia. I don't know why, but it sounds better when I'm dancing from Peanuts movie. Okay, why are people getting so unfair to the long call? It's not their fault. It's not, okay, bro, let me specify this. It's not the problem where they recast the roles, it's just the fact that the movie was just not good. It leaned into humor to, like, it leads to the more juvenile potty humor, which, yeah, the original third, like, all three movies had that, but it's definitely a bit more childish, and I'm not saying the actors didn't do a bad job, which I feel bad for the actor who plays the new Roderick, which obviously he got bullied on the internet for, like, you know, saying hashtag not my Roger because he's not as good as the old one. But still, like I said, Long Haul is just not a good movie in my opinion, so it's not, obviously, not the peak one. So if people said, like, yeah, the best trilogy is Wimpy Kid of the original, Roderick Rules, and Dog Days, and we're just going to pretend Long Haul did not exist. Just another sequel with diminishing returns with an all-new star cast, which basically kind of like what Home Alone 3 did. But yeah, how many points do I need? So if I get 30 more, I'll get like 76, and then after 76, I'll get like over 2,000. So that means if I go to, I'm gonna go back to the paddy wagon, because why not? I got heartbreak. Bro, yeah, I gotta get like all these other horns. Cameron, the one thing that's really interesting about you is like, there's a lot of nostalgia things that we grew up in the 2000s, but usually you're one of those young 2010s kids by saying, I could care less about it. It's funny how the same thing happened with the Home Alone franchise. Yeah, that's how the Wimpy Kid franchise kind of feels like in a nutshell, where they have a completely different cast for like each movie, from Home Alone 3, 4, 5, 6. And despite, you know, Macaulay Culkin did not come back for a Home Alone sequel, but he still plays Kevin as an adult in commercials. I know he did one in 2018 for Google, and I think he recently just did one like literally earlier this month. Like, he played Kevin again. I think one of the sisters from the original movie was in that commercial. So I'm like, yeah, he'll do anything just to play as Kevin for a commercial, but not for a feature-length movie, since, you know, Disney owns the rights. Anyway, the theme from Diary of a Wimpy Kid was peaking. I think of Wimpy Kid, I just think of the theme. Let me guess, is this the one where it has like this piano music where it goes dun 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 dun? How would they make The Last Straw Christmas movie? The book takes place in spring. And let's not forget that The Last Straw was basically like the third book in the franchise, for what I remembered. I always like funny like the fact that it's usually just like that. Watch that in 2021. Just couldn't stand Greg. Rogwood was fine. Well, one of the big reasons why that we liked about Greg is like he was like relatable to us when we were younger. Sometimes, for me when I was younger, I feel like I was like a hybrid between of Riley and Greg. Like, heck, even I broke my arm just like Riley, and even the kids in my class were like, "Can I sign your cast?" I'm like, wow, now I know how Riley feels. Yep, I think it is a mosquito spider bite that bit me, and that's not good, guys. Okay, is it weird that Macaulay Culkin is married to Brandon Zong, London from Zack and Cody, and from Affinia? Didn't she also plays Stacy from Phineas and Ferb as well? So, and it's kind of funny that both Macaulay Culkin and his wife are now going to be in this Zootopia movie. Like, let me guess, because of Brandon Zong's Disney Channel original career. So yeah, that's why they're involved somewhat in the Zootopia sequel. That's how relatable Wimpy Kid is. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, sometimes we could be like Greg. Because I will say this, just like the meme of, we're like SpongeBob when we're younger, but then you can relate to Squidward when you get older. And then, what else? Yeah, it's kind of like the same thing. Like, when you're a kid, you relate to Greg, but then when you get older, you relate to Roderick. That's how I feel like. When I was younger, I was like a Greg meets Rally hybrid, and then when I got older, I was more like Roderick. Because I like Roderick's like punk rock music, which, for some reason, they want to ship Roderick from Renita George from Mean Girls for some reason. Like, bro, those are like two completely different characters from different franchises. What the heck? Hey, what's up, Zach? Hey, Zachary Gordon, the guy who played Greg in the Diary of a Wimpy Kid movie. And yeah, just like SpongeBob, even Wimpy Kid has his own Broadway musical. So I'm like, yeah, if I was a kid, I would have auditioned. Roderick is the go, and I'm Roderick to my sister's Greg. Let me go, Roderick! Or that one moment where Greg has his younger brother, Mammy, and he says, Bubby, I'm over here. Or that one time where Roderick was like, you know, pranking Greg when he went to church with chocolate. Oh, he pooped his pants. Take care now, bye. Okay, let me read this. Take care now, bye. By then, I'm going to bed. All right, see ya, Rachel, dude. Hey, I'm back. What's up on Dion Fiotti? I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name. Woo! I think after this, as long as I get like over 2,000 tickets, then I'll be satisfied. I think the last thing I'll do, like probably once when I end the stream, I would do to that. I think I could relate to the book or the movie. Well, I guess Diary of a Wimpy Kid is not, like, you know, your cup of tea. So, in other words, I guess you're just not the target audience. I mean, what would you rather relate to? Big Nates or middle school? Which I know both Big Nates and middle school had, like, adaptations of their own. For real, I enjoyed that first animated movie, but why is it so short? Thoughts on the new SpongeBob movie? I think the animation is nice. I just think the Ice Spice choice is obviously pretty weird. Zachary Gordon actually met Tom Kenny when he was a kid, and then he reunited, where Tom Kenny's kids love Wimpy Kids. Oh, that's honestly pretty nice that SpongeBob's own children likes the Wimpy Kid books and the movie, so honestly that was pretty wholesome. And also, speaking of Zachary Gordon, so I think I did saw one post that he actually did meet SpongeBob, but also, he also happens to meet Drake and Josh themselves, Nickelodeon's Drake Bell and Josh Peck all together, and I'm like, dude, I remember I talked about this with Lesnar in the stream by saying, hey bro, like, honestly, Greg and Rowley's dynamic kind of reminds me of Drake and Josh, but I feel like Greg and Rowley are definitely like a lot more of a healthier version of Drake and Josh, where it's not dramas 24/7. Like, obviously, Greg and Rowley has their banter conflict moments, but at least they forgive each other as friends, while for Drake and Josh, it's usually fights after fights after fights, like it's Tom and Jerry. So, I honestly like it when Zachary Gordon met Drake and Josh at a Nostalgia Con, for what I remember. So I'm like, hey, that's honestly pretty nice. Oh man, I'm just not liking the look of my hand, y'all. Josh Peck even said that his kid, he thinks he's more of a Fregley. Yeah, I'm surprised that Fregley was honestly things like Fregley honestly. I will be honest with you guys. It's so funny that the actor has grown up. I will be honest with you guys. I've experienced real life Fregleys in my school time. Like there was this one ginger that honestly looks like Fregley if he never has glasses or braces. And instead of just saying like, "Hey, you want to see my nipple? It's got hair in it." I have a real life Fregley that one, he was like so bad that he actually was like one of the most nastiest kids in my after school program that the girls find him disgusting. And then there was another student that honestly looks like Fregley, but if he was blonde, but except that dude was a furry, and he was very, very weird when it comes to like his fan art drawing. So I'm like, bro, that's one of the things I'll give Wimpy Kid movies, like one thing that's accurate. The Fregleys in real life are obviously like the absolute weirdos that you don't want to stick around with. Like when Greg, like it's like in the first movie where Greg's like, oh yeah, for the absolute morons. They really got that twerking pumpkin head for the new SpongeBob movie. I'm glad I'm not the only one thinking Ice Spice is like being the new SpongeBob movie, which yes, I will agree with you, cool man. They could have easily like, ow, would have just got, Ice Spice. What the heck was that? Yeah, gotta get back to my long pants. I still have some Fregley. Okay, hold on, let me see. Okay, I actually have some Fregleys in real life. They don't look like them, but they look a bit too obsessive in the way. I won't be surprised if it's one of those Fregleys that is leaning to like gross out stuff, like picking on their nose, spitting on things, and actually like, you know, being hideously disgusting. Speaking of which, I almost forgot to talk about Patty, which I almost forgot. There was like this bully girl named Patty at my school, and I did not like her, not just because of the name, it's because she actually reminds me of the character Patty from the Wimpy Kid franchise. I was like, yeah. The thing about the Wimpy Kid movies, they just age well once when you look back at your school years, no matter if it's middle school or high school. And then who would have thought Peyton List from Disney Channel's Jessie would become like a serious drama star from Cobra Kai and, you know, that one YouTube original movie with Logan Paul for some reason. I don't know, I thought that was random. But yeah, guys, I almost forgot to bring this up. This most likely will be the last racetrack for this stream because I forgot to check the runtime for the stream. I don't want to overstay its welcome. And secondly, we've been on the Bikini Broad track so many other times, and I feel like we are almost at 2,000 points with the tickets because we were just like 1,986. So most likely this will be the last racing track stream, and then I'll just call it a night. And then if I do stream again, I don't know, maybe I'll stream Sonic Frontiers because I was kind of in the mood to play Sonic Frontiers because of the DLC with Tails and Knuckles. And then we can talk about other stuff. Who knows? If I do make a last-minute PS5 stream, probably like maybe before Thanksgiving just to get it done over with. So yeah, I think this will be like the best one just to wrap it up for tonight. Yeah, we've been here for a while. I have not checked the time, bro. I think it's been like over 2.5 hours, which usually for these gaming streams, I don't want to make it too long. Like, usually my longer streams are the tier list wings because, you know, we talk 5-6 hours about movies, cartoons, and video games. But for the video game ones, they're much more easier for me. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if the SpongeBob stream gets like the same amount of views as like the last couple of ones. So, yeah, like I said, I think this will be the last track as long as I went over like 2,000 points at least. So we're just gonna go over and do it KLPG style because we're living like Larry. Okay, jellyfish gel on the floor. Time to bring it around town. R.I.P. Squidward's Tiki Land. I forgot to mention that song. Yeah, in Squidward's Tiki Land. Cheeky. I went to college! Okay, hold on. Okay, we're done with Plankton. We gotta get to the jellyfish fields and go to Goo Lagoon. Doing the sponge, do the sponge, do the sponge. Oh my gosh, a floating shopping place! Ah! Okay, Tiffany took down Rouge. No, not my pretty patties, not my blue pretty patties, but blue jellyfish jelly. Blue jelly! Hold on, I still remember when Sponge Out of Water, when SpongeBob Plankton went to the future where everything is sand, and he's like, what day is it? It's Thursday. Funny, yesterday literally was Thursday when this DLC just come in. I wish Squidward Mr. Krabs in this, because yeah, Squidward had like a cameo, like literally in this segment where he goes to the Krusty Krab as a cashier, but I definitely would have agreed that it would have been nice to like play as the other characters than just SpongeBob and Patrick, because, you know, they are the most iconic duo, but I just feel like afterwards, would have been nice to have Sandy, Squidward, Mr. Krabs, and I think Plankton honestly would have been funny. Is that purple? Purple is my favorite color! I honestly love that. Oh, 2 SpongeBob's, Tails and Jet, that's nice. And look, there's Kelp. Died Dr. Kelp. What happened to Saturn and Jupiter? Wow, 2019. Yeah, that's an interesting year. Oh wow, 1,000 tickets, y'all. Yeah, I think I'm gonna end the race right here. And but before I end the stream, guys, I want you guys to help me choose on like which horns do I want to get. So we played enough throughout the game. Like I said, I want you guys to help me like spend my tickets to like the next horn because I gotta earn like a trophy achievement, which I will do that off screen. Let's do it right here, right now, right around here. Oh, bro, you're late for that. I already talked about it earlier on the stream, but I'll just say it quickly. My thoughts on SpongeBob Return to Burger King. I mean, long overdue, but it's kind of nice. So we go back to the nostalgic throwback days where Burger King was like on SpongeBob. If that was you on the phone on the bus, then who was flickering the lights? No, Mrs. Fataru. Yeah, because I honestly, the funniest thing is, that was literally our introduction of like knowing who Nuzas Fataru was until they made like a movie about him like last year. But yeah, these are the trumpets that got the trumpet one. I think the guitar one's pretty cool. This one's the... Oh yeah, I thought the bubble one was pretty nice. Alright, I said a bunch of crazy stuff. Farewell, cuz. New says Fataru. Alright, alien, robot, Bebop and Rocksteady. Okay, bugle, computer A. Okay, the computer A is gonna be pretty nice. The duck one's honestly pretty funny. I think I'm gonna go with the duck one. That's a duck. And wait, the crash one. Roar or crash? I think the roar one's cool. There we go. But yeah, that's not the main horn I want to use for the paddy wagon. Use this one. My favorite episode is the friend or foe one. Yeah, the one where Mr. Krabs and Plankton has their banter. But yeah, since I played a lot from this game right here, let's see the ranking compared to other players that I play along with. So yeah, I mean, that's another reason why I want to do this live stream, guys, because look at the festival. It's like, yeah, it lasts till like November 23rd around 7 o'clock. Yeah, 7 o'clock in Eastern time zone or 4 o'clock time zone, depending where you guys are. So yeah, I'm in second place besides that guy. Yeah, frankly, does look like that dude. The Sauces Fataru scene scared me a lot as a kid. Apparently wasn't going to be there. There was a delete scene that was going to be something else. Bro, do not remind me of the whole, what was it, Wormy? Yeah, it was Wormy that honestly scares me. Like, that honestly gave me nightmares when I was younger because, bro, I had a phobia of, like, seeing close-up shots of bugs, and that scared me when they showed that in the Wormy episode. But gosh dang, man, I'm in second place compared to these other players. Some of them are PlayStation users, some of them are, yeah, these are like other console players that are like, you know, that friend me, like friend request me in the lobby. So yeah, I can tell some are just joining into this festival and some are just like, oh yeah, I'm just doing the game. But yeah, who's this user? BFM100. Yeah, you can tell bro is grinding hard for that one. Say money! Okay, how about the realistic close-up? Yeah, I just talked about it. That definitely gives me, like, childhood nightmares. So, yep, got myself the win streaks, and yeah, I already achieved all this off-stream. At least I got, like, all the tickets. So yeah, World Match, yeah, I know they're not going to do World Match yet because they only do it for, like, the festivals. Yeah, I already completed the Itch Bomb one, because I feel like the next event's going to be Nights, since Nights is confirmed, and then after Nights it's either II for Super Monkey Ball, and then Pac-Man should show up like in the first quarter, and then the IDW characters. Like, I feel like they're just going to be moving on. I remember that. No talent from Squidward. I have no talent. I'm just going to make sure if I'm missing something. No, it's not this. Let's get back here. Yeah, this is what I'm missing. Right here, the extras. So, got the titles. Yeah, I've already completed the Minecraft one. I did a little bit of the Joker one. Rest is Bikini Bottom, Legendary Fry Cook, because, you know, I complete all the levels. For the friendship tickets, I'm only spending it, like, whenever it's necessary, but I'm just trying to get, like, other trophies. Like, I already used, like, the Eggman one for the AI stuff, and these are, like, all the Sonic characters. But, yeah, let's get back to the character list. So, yeah, thanks to this, the only character I just don't have is the Werehog Bailey, because I did pre-order this game. But yeah, these are all the 2025 DLC characters until Knights will be the next one. You were scared of Wormy? I was scared of Noose Sfatro, but I did got close-up shots of Wormy. I was never afraid of bugs close. I mean, yeah, back in elementary school, you know the episode where Patrick was scared about the maniacs in the mailbox, and, you know, the cops troll Patrick by saying, oh, 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 oh. That's kind of like me, like in first grade, where I was like, no, ants, get away from me. Daniel, relax, they're just in a bug. No, but they're dead. They're dead, Daniel. I remember I was screaming in first grade of looking up picture books of ants just for the sake of a science assignment that we have to do. But hey, it's part of the circle of life, Zeus. So you like kicking butts? Well, we'll show you, old man. I like all the young people. I'm just rinse and repeating the exact same quotes I've already said before. But yeah, my overall thoughts on the DLC so far, my favorite DLC pack, which yes, the Minecraft one has their fans, but come on, SpongeBob's like the big deal. And besides, you got the Paddy Wagon, which, yeah, I customized it with the stickers from the event, which that's why I decided to grind on that. And, you know, it's nice to play as, like, you know, fan-favorite cartoons that I've liked when I was young. And like I said, who would have thought to see SpongeBob racing against Sonic the Hedgehog? But here we are right now. So, like I said, pretty interesting timeline that we're living in, y'all. So, yeah, let me take a look. I'll give you guys 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes, and then I'm just going to end off the stream because I definitely got to end this. And I played enough of the games, which I need to give my eyes a rest to make sure everything's going fine in my household. Anyway, that's what I said. Big meaty claws. Yeah, I know you guys are going to be spamming like more SpongeBob quotes for the last 2 minutes. So at least the stream reaches like the 2-hour 45-minute mark. But if I'm gonna stream on PS5 again, not gonna do Racing CrossWorlds. I was thinking of like streaming Frontiers because I actually downloaded Frontiers for a while, and I definitely want to do the gameplay of Knuckles, Tails, and Amy from the Frontiers Final Horizon DLC pack, which I thought that would be nice. Okay, remember the scene in Troopers Hero where SpongeBob and Sandy were getting married? Young me thought that was real. Yeah, same. I thought it was quote-unquote canon that SpongeBob and Sandy were a thing, because I know the fan base kind of shipped them in a way, but in reality, it wasn't a real wedding. So, like I said, I know Nickelodeon was like being so coy, but probably saying like, yeah, these guys are a couple, but in reality, no, they're just platonic friends. So, it is what it is. So I honestly thought it was funny. But yeah, 1 more minute, guys. If it's 1 more minute, then yeah, that'll be all for this stream. And who knows? Maybe I'll come back for the Sonic Frontier stream for like next week if you guys are interested in it. Then after that, I'm probably might take a streaming break because I'm going to be locked in and ready for December. Like December is going to be a lot of Grinch content for me because, you know, 25 years of the Grinch. I'm most likely going to make a Universal vlog over there. So I think I'm just going to be very excited. Bye, Daniel. Yeah, bye, Zach. Thanks for coming into the chat for the stream. Thank you guys for enjoying everything you're doing for the SpongeBob thing. Remember, it's the best day ever. F is for friends who do stuff together. U is for you and me. And it's for anytime, and all down here in the deep blue sea. But in all seriousness, guys, thank you guys so much for watching the stream. Definitely see you guys for the next stream or whatever else I upload. And I'll see you guys next time. Take care now. Bye-bye then. Soiled it! Soiled it!